Alright. What's going on, folks? How you guys doing today? On this wonderful afternoon, man. For sure, man. What's going on, man? All right. We are here. Let me just make sure I got audio. All right, we got audio. Let me factor that one more time. Test 1, 2, 3. All right, yeah, we got audio, man. What's going on, man? Got a little short show tonight. Far as like what's in my inbox and everything. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too much we need to cover in this particular episode. Far as like what's in the inbox. I can tell you pretty much what's in a lot of people's inbox. Black Friday sales and early Black Friday sales on your favorite music software and plugins. So any website that you go to and you're itching to buy a plugin or whatnot, they have some type of Black Friday sale going on, man. So you can definitely take advantage of that. I'm not even gonna cover because it's pretty much all of them. Pretty much every plugin that you could think of has some type of sale going on. If not, it's coming in the next couple of weeks. So there was a couple of things that happened between now and last week or whatnot, in between streams or whatever the case may be. I'm going to go over those couple of things, and then we're going to get into demo mixing. So I was able to find a website that actually offered mixing practice stems, and that's just basically to cut down on content ID. I've been having a lot of issues with YouTube and content ID coming in here, somebody claiming a hi-hat loop or claiming a melody loop when I'm actually making it with my fingers. So just trying to cut down on that or whatnot. So hopefully this method will work pretty good when it comes to mixing stuff and whatnot, man. So that's what we'll go over. But before we go any further and stuff like that, man, I just want to say thank you all, man, for actually interacting on this channel, messaging on this channel, watching a couple of videos, and even subscribing to the channel, man. We're at 1,900 subscribers here on this channel, and that's a pretty good accomplishment for this channel or whatnot, man. I appreciate any and everyone has came through out of those 1,900 subscribers and everything like that, man. I just appreciate y'all. But I really don't care about the subscribers, man. I just really care about people understanding, you know, what they tend to click upon and stuff like that. And so far, I don't have many people bite my head off or whatnot, man. And if they got comments, they keep them to themselves. And if they don't, then they say something and, you know, we'll have a discussion. But ain't nothing really been plexing too much and everything like that, man. For sure, man. But if this is your first time coming across the stream and everything like that, man, definitely, man, go ahead and sign up for my email newsletter right there below me in that QR code. Go ahead and scan the QR code, man. Get a part of the newsletter and everything like that, man. There's definitely some hot stuff that be dropping in my newsletters. I actually had to switch platforms. Found a platform that works with what I'm trying to do in 2025 for selling merchandise, selling templates, selling sound kits. I'm going to get in that arena. I finally found the right platform to do it because if you're a content creator, if you do video, if you do this type of stuff, YouTube videos and stuff like that, you got a website that do this, you got a site that do this, you got a site that do this, you got a site that do that. And when you bookmark all that stuff, man, you got like 10 different sites that you gotta merry-go-round in order to get your stuff, your content out there and services out there and stuff like that. So I finally found the central hub for everything. So make sure you go ahead and scan that QR code right there, man. Sign up for the email newsletter. I have like 300 something people in my contact list that I had on my old email platform, and this new email platform is so legit that it wants people to opt in before I actually send it out, man. So I have to start that all over again. I still got the contacts now, but if I can enter them in all at one time, cool, not a problem, man. But I need your help to go ahead and sign up and stuff like that. So that's what I'm asking of you and everything like that. Also, if you're an artist, man, you're an artist out there and you're looking for an engineer and a producer to work with and stuff like that, I got a package right there, man. Go ahead and scan that QR code right there. That is a package that'll help you out, get you closer to your goals or whatnot, man. It's real simple, man. You know what I'm saying? Just scan the QR code. It's got a lot of information there. And if you have any questions, my contact information is available on all of my sites. So go ahead and scan that QR code right there, man. as well and stuff like that. All right, cool. And if you need any help, you know what I'm saying, regardless if you're a beat maker or whatnot, man, make sure you go ahead and scan that QR code right there, and we can set up a one-on-one call and talk about what it is that you're trying to achieve, and see if I can be of help and stuff like that. I mean, I've been doing this for a very long time, and I like to help other people get to at least get the ball rolling and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're better than me or if you're less than me or you're equal than me. I don't care. But if it's something that you need to learn, we all need to learn from each other, man. So go ahead and scan that QR code right there. Set up a one-on-one call with me, man. It ain't nothing, man. It ain't nothing to do, man. Last but not least, man, you know what I'm saying? If you would like to collaborate with me on anything YouTube or content related, you want me to be on your podcast, I want you to be on the podcast, you want to do something mutual, scan that QR code and you can look at all my numbers. They're all organic. I don't pay for streams. I don't pay for views. I don't pay for subscribers. I work my off. You feel me? So go ahead and scan that QR code. Check out my media kit, man. You'll be surprised, man. Yeah, I'll be doing my thing, man. I've been dabbing this for a while. That's the proof right there on that QR code right there. I said last but not least, right? But this is the last one right here, man. New website as well. My jcsproductions.com website is gone. Bye-bye. No more of that particular domain. I got a new domain. Scan that QR code. It's going to take you to my brand new website. Revamped everything. Took me about a couple of weeks to do so. So, yeah, we're right there, man. And I appreciate all of y'all supporting and everything like that, man. We're now going to go ahead and, that's the beat store right there. Scan that if you're looking for beats. All right, cool. I need to get back on my beat game, but you know what I'm saying? We're in this space right here. All right, cool, man. We're going to talk about what we need to talk about, man. Let's go ahead and get this shared screen operating and everything like that. All right, let me get everything situated before I, you know what I'm saying, make a fool of myself. All right, cool, man. So, not that much, man. That's all we have. Yeah, that's it, man. Six situations and whatnot, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. In chronological order. You know what I'm saying? It was a very tail end of the week, very quiet or whatnot until that Friday, and Heritage Audio decide they want to, surprise some people, man, and get up into the digital realm of things, the plug-in things. If you know anything about Heritage Audio, they make some really good stuff, man. And boom, there it is right there. So of course we all got hit with the news sometime this year, I think the earlier part of the year, that they came out with their own interfaces. Really cool. And I never knew Heritage Audio got into the plugin game. So they got into the plugin game and they have their first plugin, and it's called the Successor. And this is their own version of a Neve compressor. The Successor is a hardware, but they actually got into the plugin game or whatnot. All right. And I thought I was gonna navigate to it, and for some reason, it redirected me on another situation. So let me get to it real quick. Here we go, right here. All right, cool. Here it is. All right. Went up to the sign up thing. So I actually do have the demo. I am demoing this plugin right now. And I have to say I'm pretty impressed with it or whatnot. I never used the Successor hardware piece, but I've seen videos, and very impressive diode compressor. It's almost like that Neve the plugin that actually came out, the Audioscape compressor that's supposed to emulate the Neve compressor. Well, they all kind of in the same family with that diode type compression and everything. And you know what I'm saying, definitely checking this one out. It's different. It's not like the Neve, but it sounds pretty good though. It sounds pretty good. And I played around with it a couple of times, but tonight we'll play with it tonight, man, for sure. But that's it right there, man. You can definitely get a 14-day trial of this particular plugin, or you can buy the perpetual license at $99. Not bad for somebody like Heritage Audio, coming out the gate with one plugin, $99. That's about right. You know what I'm saying? With a brand name like Heritage Audio, quality and everything, not bad at all. What's going on with your DJ Big Red? What's good with you, my boy? What's good with you, my boy? Yes, I think I saved that one right there, my boy. I think I saved that one in the email. I think I did. I may have saved it underneath another email account with my Waze, but yes, that is it, man. Waze will have their free Black Friday plugin as they do every year, or whatnot. And I'm gonna have to get on that one right there, baby. Yes, sir. Because I'm kind of I may have it in the email because I'm kind of trying to guess what the heck it is, or whatnot. It's giving me saturated vibes, and I'm only gonna say saturated because everybody's been coming out with a saturated plugin. What's going on with your DUL? I didn't even see you was in here, man. What's good with you, man? If I sound a little off, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to catch up with this time change or whatnot. It hit me. I guess when you get older, it just hits you a little different and whatnot, stuff like that. And that $5 tip jar, yeah. I ain't saying one yet. Came close to it though, man. For sure, man. All right, cool. In the chat, my boy DJ Big Red, he's the moderator. So if there's any links that you're looking for, he definitely got you on that as well, man. And that's right, the Heritage Audio. So the hardware sells at this price right here, at $16.99. That's about right, you know what I'm saying, for a piece of boutique hardware that really, really works and stuff like that. And if you ask me, in my honest opinion, and I'll probably do it tonight if I have any time, and compare the Neve plug-in of this particular type of compressor with this one, they're both different, you know what I'm saying? And I wonder if it's different like that with the hardware versions. And just to kind of spoil the fun, the Neve has more punch than the successor, but the successor is very thick. If you want to say vintage, that's it right there. The successor is it. It's a thick sounding, compression. It is a very warm compression. It is a very non-clean, non-sterile compression. You see what I'm saying? It definitely has a lot of warmth to it. And if that's something that you go for, cool. Definitely works on drums for sure. No, but you can use it for other things as well, man. So just keep that in mind, that it is, it's different. It's different in its own way, which is good. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like you got the Neves, the BAE, the BAE, or what they call the Bay. I call it Bay. But the BAE stuff and then Heritage Audio stuff, they all kind of make their own versions of Neves, Rupert Neve, all that Neve stuff and whatnot. And Heritage Audio always been at the top. BAE, you can't forget about Ventec. Ventec is real good too. Those companies, man, they make some real good stuff, man. But $16.99 for the hardware, yeah, that's definitely right, man, for sure. But that is the successor. Another one that I downloaded for demo, if it'll let me go, is this one right here, the Brit Strip. Now I'm a sucker for channel strips. If you want to spend some money with me, yeah, I'm gonna buy a channel strip for sure. I will buy a channel strip before that damn compressor. And this one is not for sale, and they offer a demo, but it's not for sale. And I'm thinking it's not for sale because it is a part of their DSP with their interface. So those line of interface that they make, you can get this plugin right now. If you have the interface, you can go download this plugin for free if you own the hardware. So it's kind of like that UAD analog audio type of model, but there's no perpetual license for the native versions, but there's a native version if you have the hardware. So the successor, the Brit Strip, and there's a few other plugins that they make, those are for free. I have this on demo as well, just to kind of try it out and everything. I like this right here. Yeah, this is different. It sounds real good too, man. It's giving me UAD vibes, but it's different. I like it too, and we'll be demoing that tonight as well, man. So that is the Heritage Audio stuff. There to see these plugins, they're hidden, so you have to kind of use this URL, and I'm gonna put this in the chat because you have to create an account in order to use or to navigate to the plugin. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the account, man. Excuse me, not the account, the doggone chat. I'm sorry about that, man. There it is right there, man. Oh, we're gonna get to that HGQ, baby. You know. It seems like every Tuesday or Wednesday, Plug in Alliance. I think that's Plug in Alliance, like release day is on a Wednesday. Oh, you know we gonna get to it. For sure. Oh man. That's it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil all the fun on that one. But now y'all check the URLs for our URLs for to get to those plugins and everything like that. For sure. I'm kind of lost here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, but this is basically a channel strip. You get the 1073 style EQ here with the plugin, 3 bands and everything like that. The successor like compressor circuit is in this plugin as well. It's not like the successor plugin, but it gives you that compression like it due to the controls that they have available. But it sounds really, really good, man. And it's different flexible routings that you can do when you press certain buttons and whatnot. Both of these plugins that I showed you guys have a dry wet mix knob for parallel compression, and they also both have sidechain filtering, which it makes compression flexible and stuff like that, man. So definitely check those out. There's other plugins that they have, such as this reverb here. You got a little guitar plug-in and everything like that, but I think the main ones that a lot of people are going to be navigate to is the successor and the Brit strip for sure, man. Because that's what Heritage Audio makes. They make Neve style compression and Neve style EQ for sure. All right, cool. That's it for that right there, man. Let me close out this tab here. All right, so make sure you go to check out Heritage Audio. You can go on the YouTube channel, check out the release on that as well. Plug-in Alliance, not Plug-in Alliance, not yet, but Plug-in Boutique. I thought this was real cool to kind of save. It's the Black Friday bundle. Of course, everybody got a Black Friday sale, but I thought this was real cool. 4 plugins for $30, 32 for $50, and to get 50 plugins for $70 is not bad at all. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, they're not the greatest of the greatest plugins, but to get you started, or just to tickle your palate of sound creation with processors and plugins and stuff like that, I think this is a really, really good deal, man. Most of these plugins, some of them I do have and some of them I don't. So I didn't partake into the deal, but I think this is, if you're looking just to get a deal, they got some real good goodies in here. But definitely do your research before you spend your money on that as well, man. The Waves Diamond Bundle is on sale for $229, and UAD has, of course, some sales now. They're starting to become like Waves, just sales every day. Sales. So y'all just scan those websites, man. Look for Black Friday sales, all right? Another one that actually came out that I actually partaked in, because it was very, very reasonable, is Shy Audio. All right, now Shy Audio is a new kid on the block. I think this is, I ain't hear about him till I saw him on KVR. Okay, KVR Audio Marketplace. I was like, what the hell is this? And everything like that. And I think DJ Big Red may beat me to it. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna throw these chats up here. Did you get sound toys? No, I didn't get that one, Phase Mister. I ain't know it was free, to be honest with you. And you know what? Sound toys, they don't throw discounts on their stuff. So when they on sale, they on sale for sure. I've been really kind of looking for some Mic DSP, the channel strip 60, the 6060 or the 6050. That's what I really, really want. But yeah, man, I didn't catch that one right there. But Shy Audio, my boy DJ Big Red, I got it in there. This is an EQ plugin, but they're marketing it as a channel strip. And it's really not a channel strip. It's really more of a EQ plugin with a drive control. But what makes it very, very unique, is it gives you, they were promoting it as a 90s channel type of plugin. And I read on Gear, I want to say Gear Sluts, but Gear Space, that this is a lot of people was asking like, okay, what is this model after? What are you guys doing? And a lot of people kept saying Mackie Mixer, Mackie Mixer, Mackie Mixer. Well, this company is out of Berlin, or is out of Germany. I'm not gonna say which city because I forget, but they're out of Germany, and I want to say this is modeled after some Behringer mixers, okay? But it has a very cheap mixer EQ vibe to it. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm gonna use this in the demo session as well, man. But everybody was saying Mackie, Mackie, Mackie. Nah, I think it's Behringer, to be honest with you, and everything like that. But it's very simple. 3-band EQ. You got a drive control, low cut, and dry wet mix knob, and that's it. That's all it is. $29. Well, 29 euros. I'm sorry. But man, it ain't nothing, man. So I went on ahead and partake in, you know me, man. Whatnot, man. So yeah, that's it right there. But a pretty cool plug-in, man. Just something to add different flavors and different vibes for sure, man. Whatnot. So that is that. A couple of more emails that we have, and we're gonna transition over to Studio One. Here we go. This one right here, I thought was pretty cool. You know, I like these producers, Rick and Thaddeus, and they send out an emails newsletter. So I'm not the only one that's telling y'all about newsletters. You know what I'm saying? You got some big time, very, very trap producers that utilize email news. Man, y'all stop playing, man. Sign up for my email newsletter, man. Rewind the video and sign up for the email newsletter. If not, the link is in the description as well, man. Come on now. But anyway, they sent out this link right here, and it's a resource for Spotify playlists. So it's you know, to get your music heard, you have to, and I'm speaking from an artist standpoint. If you're an artist and you're trying to get your music heard, just creating a record and then you put it out on your DSP, put it out through your distributor to the DSPs, it's just not going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get that much traction. Trust me, I know. What you got to do is you have to kind of, you know what I'm saying, do one or two things. You have to go out there and promote your behind off, or you're going to need a little help or whatnot. Any help goes a very long way. Now, if you got a friend of a DJ that know everybody, that know somebody that knows somebody, then you Gucci. You see what I'm saying? If you got the bag, you can pay your way into certain things. But if you're a po folk like myself and others and stuff like that, not to say anybody out there po, but I'm just saying though, if you're out there and you really, you know what I'm saying, busting your tail, you know what I'm saying, just to, you know, get your music out there or whatnot, man, definitely check out this site. It's called iMusician Pro. And let me see if I can put that in the chat for you guys. Actually, we're going to go back and I'm just going to copy that link and put that in the chat for you all. Boom, there it is. And I am using a different browser to stream. I found out that Chrome was just really it was taxing on the PC. So found that Microsoft Edge is like 300 megabytes on the memory. But that is the playlist right there that you can take advantage of. But basically what it is a Spotify playlist creation thing, and it's legit. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to get your music on any of these type of playlists, you can go ahead and do so. Now everything comes with a price these days. So if you're looking for anything for free, stop thinking everything is for free. I'm telling people that. I'm going on people saying stop being cheap tour. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for free, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to pay your way into something. You see what I'm saying? But their pricing is very, very, it makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to get your music out there on these Spotify playlists, gets a little traction, you know what I'm saying, on your monthly listeners, on your Spotify artist page and all that's the good stuff. You can get on these creator lists. You can pay $80 a month, you know what I'm saying? Or and that's with unlimited 0% commission, 0% commission, unlimited releases. So if you want to drop a track every 2 weeks, that would be something that you would want to use. If you got a buddy and y'all teaming up and y'all running the bag up that way, this will be a good little situation. You know what I'm saying? If that doesn't work for you, then you can go and let's say, for instance, just you know what I'm saying, 0%. commission, 2 releases included per year. But I don't think that's per year. I think that's just I don't understand the 2 releases or whatnot. But either of these 2 will make sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a one-time payment per year. You know, pay $40, boom, there you go. Pay $80, boom, there you go. If you got more than one person. Now, if you don't like subscriptions and you just dropping singles, $10 per single. You know what I'm saying? 10%, they're gonna take 10% now. Okay, so whatever you make off of that, whatever they're doing, as far as how they're collecting the money or whatever the case may be, they're gonna take 10% commission. All right, but it could be online forever. For as like, you know, your track being on that Spotify playlist, they ain't gonna touch it once they add it to that. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And this can be a release based on a single, based on an EP, or based on a album. So that's not bad, man. If you don't put out music that regularly, but you don't want to be tied down to a subscription, $10 per release is not bad at all, man. So that is iMusician. I'm gonna get the proper URL because it took the email newsletter URL situation here, and I'm gonna put that in. I'm just gonna put the pricing page up here. How about that? And you guys can navigate to that, man. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all chopping it up heavy up in there, boy. It says 79 Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me go back and rewind that, man. Not 79 per month, per year. So you'll pay $80, 0 commission taken off of your commission on whatever you earn on the playlist. Unlimited releases, and you can have 2 artists. So that is not bad if you're, you know what I'm saying, you got time to do music. You see what I'm saying? If you don't got time to do music, this one will be your best bet. $40 a year. And if you do it every now and then when time and family allows, it's not $10 per release by way of single, EP, or album. It don't matter how you do it. If it's just a release, $10 or whatnot. They got a breakdown sheet right here. So the regular amplify means 2 releases per year. So if we go back here, you'll be paying $40 a year, 2 releases per year. That don't even sound right, but okay. And then it'll give you the YouTube content ID tracking, 10 tracks per year, 0% commission, and email customer support. All right, and online forever. Now, if you pay that $80 per year, you get unlimited everything, 0% commission, customer service, and you can get a video call consultation for whatever that is, $20 per session. All right, and revenue splits that you can do as well. If you hit the show more button, it'll break it down even more. With the $40 a year, you get you a YouTube artist channel. Okay, a YouTube artist channel. All right. So if your distro company that you're dealing with, as far as like DistroKid, Ditto, or whatever, you know, if they don't offer a YouTube artist channel, you get that for $40 a year. You get music analytics. You get an artist page. I'm assuming that's Spotify. You get a release page, which it may be one of those smart links where, you know, it'll, you know, you put your music on there, boom. So this sounds like it's a distro company and not really a Spotify playlist situation. It looks more of a distro company based on what they're outlining here, or whatnot. Cover art creator. You can use your own ISRC codes. If you don't know nothing about ISRC codes, that is very, very, you need that. You need that when you're registering your music with a PRO. Changes to your releases is a $10 charge. I like that because some people, when you go through some of these distros, you can't make changes. You see what I'm saying? You're kind of stuck. But $10, you can make a change. Custom label and label registrations, $20. Editorial playlist pitching, $20, and some type of reward situation right here. So I stand corrected. I thought it was a playlist because when you go here, they're pitching it as getting featured on a Spotify playlist. So I'm assuming that's what it is. But when you click on here and you go to the website and you break down the pricing, is more of a distribution company. So iMusician is more of a distribution company. So yeah, but it kind of gives you a little bit more. So it's just another company out there to keep your eyes on the radar and everything like that for sure. Yeah, no more middleman. Have I heard of Pete and Bass? I want to say yes, man. Drop a link in the chat, man. I like to check it out before we start mixing. I want to see. Let me, nah, I can't copy and paste. Can I? Nah, I can't copy and paste. Nah, I can't. Yeah, drop a link to their information. Window frame cipher part 2. The artists or the producers? Let me look that up, man, real quick. Window frame cipher part 2. See what you got. Whoa. Okay. Gotcha. Let's pause the music real quick. Playing some AI music here. Let's see here what we got. It's 2 artists. Okay, cool. Let's see what we're working with over here. Hopefully I don't get flagged for this. I know I am, but it's all good.
What if I told you that you can use motion array to improve your videos fast? For example, you can create a professional...
Let's see here. Oh yeah, they're gonna give me. I'm skipping through so I don't get flagged, but I know I am. Okay. No, I haven't heard of them before. I'm gonna stop it, man, because I don't want to get flagged for this stream. I know I am because YouTube content ID, man, they pick up on little itty stuff. But no, I haven't heard of them. I have to check them out and stuff like that, man. How long they been around? Okay, all right, my bad. I'm learning something new today, man. So they're a British hip hop duo out of London. That explains the drill music. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, all right, bet. All right, cool. Learning something new every day, man. All right, so I'm gonna transition to the next email. iMusicians, I put that link in the description. I put it in the live chat. If you're watching the live chat, of course you can navigate to the chat on your phone, mobile device, computer, or whatever, and you can click on those links live and stuff like that. And even if you're watching the replay, if you can't watch the whole show or whatever, the whole stream or whatnot, you can definitely kind of scroll. I know on the mobile device you can scroll to the left and then you'll find live chat and you can enable that and get those links and stuff like that for sure. Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right, I got you. Cool, man. So that was iMusician right there, man. Look at that, amplify iMusician.pro. Okay, iMusician.pro, and you can find them. This is from my distributor. I'm with a company called Vidya. I haven't put nothing out since the beginning of the year, and when I put it out at the beginning of the year, I didn't even promote it. So I got a whole beat tape out there I haven't even promoted, man. I just got caught. I got caught at the wrong time and stuff like that. So definitely got to do what I got to do. But, you know what I'm saying, pretty much if you have a distributor for us, Ditto, DistroKid, CD Baby, who I'm with, Vidya, and all these other distro companies out here, you're probably going to be getting an email, if you haven't gotten it already, about holiday delivery deadlines for different platforms. This one is for Apple Music, and their digital release deadlines, or whatnot. So the earliest, and it's depending on your distributor, right? And how fast they could turn around a release. Okay, with Vidya, November 22nd will get you a release around the 29th, which is, I think, a day after Thanksgiving. And then from there, you are on the clock to get those December dates out there. And to get it something released before Christmas, you got until December 13th. After that, if you drop it in between the 13th and the 20th, you may not get no release out around Christmas time. It's going to be after Christmas time, and you got until the 20th. And then you have if you're trying to get something out there for the new year, you better drop it December 20th. So that December 20th date is crucial. But this is just for my distro. Yours may be different, so you may want to email customer support and see if you can get some dates for your distributor for as release dates and delivery deadlines and stuff like that. But that's just to give you an idea of what you need to do. A lot of people, they put those delivery deadlines and release dates out there because that's a part of the fourth quarter in the music industry, for as things will count in the fourth quarter. And if you work with record labels and other music industry related companies and stuff like that, this is that last push to get earnings for royalty checks and stuff like that, as far as releases is concerned and everything like that. So yeah, man. All right, so that is it for tonight, man. That's all we have. Oh, I got one more thing, real quick, and that wasn't on the email newsletter. We're gonna go ahead and close out these tabs real quick. DJ Big Red, we was talking about this in the email chain. Let me get my music back going. Yo. All right, we was talking about this website right here. It's called Session Recall. I came across this on a whim. I was just redoing some things in my studio, and I came across this situation right here. This is awesome. Oh my goodness. I wish I would have known about this about 3 years ago when I started collecting all of this crap. To be honest with you, I probably would have bought some stuff than what I bought right now. You feel me? Based on what they have to offer or whatnot, man. And I miss everything that they had in the beginning, because a lot of stuff that I have in this studio, they had it before, and due to licensing, they had to take it down because you're infringing on copyright when you copy GUIs for music gear, that's sad, man. Like, you can't be creative and make $1 without somebody telling you to give the approval. You see what I'm saying? And it's a sad situation, but the companies that they do, or should I say, gotten permission to copy their GUIs, they're solids for that. So whoever's on this list and you check them out, this is sessionrecall.com, and I'm gonna put that in the chat right here. You guys can go check that out. They some real ones. Everybody else is on that bull crap, like Neve, like DBX, FM Audio that I have in here. But the real ones that look at it as this is marketing for us, shout out to them, man. So basically what this is a software. It's a software that you can download for free. And once you download the software for free, you will be able, or you should open yourself up to download these little GUIs, so you can actually move the knobs and move sliders and manipulate meters to get it exactly how it's behaving on your outboard gear, which is really, really cool when recalling whatever you need to recall on your outboard gear. Because this right here, yeah, I get tired of doing this right here, writing it down or taking a picture or video or whatnot, man. And this right here, I've used it a couple of times this weekend, and I like it. I like it a lot, man. But it's free. Let me say that again. It's free. There's no subscriptions. All right. Sessionrecall.com. All right. I'm gonna put the link in the situation or whatnot, man. And here are all the brands that they have here. Long laundry list of brands. If you do not see the brand of outboard gear that you do have, it's probably due to licensing. Okay, so they probably got a cease or desist letter that they cannot utilize the look of their product or whatnot. But everybody else on here, you can go and navigate to that. So I'm gonna go to a couple of pieces of gear here in the studio. Right here, probably one of the cheapest gears that I have here is the Clark Technica stuff. Let me see here. Products that you recently bought off of Reverb. I'm considering buying the brand new for the gear store transact. Yeah. Yeah. The Transex I'm gonna keep it 100 with you with the Trans X. It's a very clean preamp. It does its job. I ain't gonna lie to you. It does something. Like, it does something. But if you're looking for a color preamp, Trans X ain't it. It's more of a very clean preamp. It's like an API without the mid range. Best that I can describe it. It's supposed to model the Focusrite. It has transformers in that bad boy now. It has Jensen transformers on the ins and the outs. You see what I'm saying? It has Jensen transformers on the ins and the outs. They didn't market it that way, but I saw a screenshot, a picture off of Gearspace, and somebody got a picture of the inside of it. Jensen transformers on the in and out on the in and out, on the inputs and the outputs. Jensen transformers on the Trans X. However, it's not a color preamp. They based it on a Focusrite circuit design, far as the ISA preamps that let me see if I can pull it up for you real quick. Focusrite preamps. All right, so it's based off of this one right here. Yes, it's based off of this particular preamp right here. All right, so what you get with that versus so what you get with this right here is basically what the Trans X does, but it has just the transformers in there, but it doesn't color the sound, you know what I'm saying? But it's a very great product. Trans X, I like it. I tend to go to it, but it does something special. Like, if you need to bring out something, it just does something, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't color the sound. That's the best way I can describe it. The Trans Y, let me tell you something. That compressor is probably one of the badass compressors I ever used with my hand. Like, for the price at $299, man, to be honest with you, it sounds like a $599 compressor, to be honest with you. Real talk. It gives me the vibes of a FET and a VCA paired together. Like, the circuitry is giving you FET and VCA. Very gluey, but the tack. I mean, it grabs, like, for real. And I like it. Out of those two, I'll grab the Trans Y. If you don't need the preamp, save your money. But if you need that compressor, grab that Trans Y. But the Trans X, I think it's a little bit more than the Trans Y because of those transformers. So that was the only reason I bought it, to have the Jensen transformers, because I'm trying to build something here, like, you know what I'm saying? So I can have some stuff. I pay attention to the stuff in the inside of the thing, whatnot, man. But definitely go with the Trans Y though, for sure, man. I was just trying to answer some questions over here. Let me navigate over here. Let's see. So how does it work? I'm glad you asked that. I will show that to you here real soon. Yeah, and speaking on the Jensen transformer, so they didn't for some reason they didn't market the Trans X. Now the crazy part about it is you can find the Trans Y more available than the Trans X on the used market. Okay. Why they didn't market the Trans X the way they needed to, I'm not exactly sure. But the Trans Y, I mean, you can still find that pretty available. But the Trans X, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was hunting that down for almost a year, and Reverb really didn't have it. I didn't want to pay brand new and have to ship it from overseas or across the country. And I was looking at the shipping costs, and it was just too much. And buy it brand new was $5.99. I was trying to get one used. So it was the guy out of Las Vegas that I bought it from, off of Reverb. And he had it in mint condition. And I'm telling you, boy, when I'm talking, man, that I'm gonna tell you now, it sound clean, but man, that thing pack a lot of power on the preamp, man. It is loud as hell. So I have it. In order for me to use it, I got the mic pad in, because when I send my signal from the DAW through that bad boy, it's too loud. I can't do nothing with it. So I had the pad on there as far as the incoming signal coming in, and we good to go or whatnot. But man, the impedance knob on there, that's the difference maker right there. The impedance knob and the gain That's the two right there. And what I like about the Trans X is everything is detent in there. So it's easy to recall and easy to take notes on and everything like that, for sure, for sure. So yeah, that is it, man. Yeah, get that Trans Y for sure, man. DL, how does it work? I'm glad you asked that, man. So basically, let's say for instance, I got a Clark Technique 76 KT compressor in the studio. How it works is you download the software, right? Install the software and everything. Woo, woo, woo. Come back to the website once you get it installed on your system, and then you can buy. Let's say if you have this rack unit in your studio, right? Which, by the way, this Clark Technique 76 style compressor is on sale, back ordered, but it's on sale right now. So if you wanna, when they come back in stock, you can pay $150 on Sweetwater. And when they come back in stock, they'll ship it directly to you. It'll skip the warehouse and go straight to you. That's man, look, if you want something, if you want to start off with hardware and you want a hardware compressor, $150 for, I ain't gonna lie to you, this has been in a shootout with the actual Yuri 1176. And I mean, it holds its own now. The only thing that's different is it doesn't have the components in there. Of course, it's Chinese made, but hey, man. Hey, somebody that don't do music won't even know. I'm just saying. But anyway, man, you can buy this model right here for €5. Okay, so you'll buy that, add to your cart, and there's a other couple of things that you want to pick up. Oh crap, let me hit the back button here. Let's say you got this one in your studio as well. You add that to the cart. Let's say for instance you're a big dog and you got the Vinteg audio. And you got probably somebody got this one in their studio, the X73, you know what I'm saying, $5. Add that in there. So if you want to spend $25 and pretty much they got everything that you have in there in your studio, go ahead and do it. I am a big fan of the art stuff. Go back here to it. Art stuff right here. There we go. I was very, very surprised they had the art stuff, but I have this in the studio right here, and this thing is hard to recall. I ain't gonna lie to you. So they have this in there. It's awesome. Very, very awesome. Just add it in there to your cart, and once you add it to your cart, checkout and everything like that, it will sync with your software. Panda Express. Let's see, Panda Express. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, man, you just check out with that stuff right there, man, and you're good to go. Now, how does it work? I'm gonna show you right here, right now. So I had to do a little bit of improvisation, and I made that word up, improvisation. I like saying that, but I had to improvise on a couple of devices that wasn't on the shop or whatnot. So here it is right here. This is the software right here. So the way this works is you get all your devices. So they even have the Behringer. They got Behringer products. They got a ton of Behringer products. Probably because, I mean, it's a France company, Germany right there. Hey, make a phone call. Yeah, it's cool, bro. But anyway, I have my patch bay labeled. So you can actually put labels on here, man. Really, really good. So the way it works is kind of like a modular system. What you'll do is if you want to add a device, let's say if you haven't bought a device just yet and you want to add, let's say for instance I went out and I bought a 500 series stuff. Now I'm starting to venture into 500 series outboard gear or whatnot. I can just go ahead and add this panel in there, and let's say, I don't know, I bought a Midas situation or whatever, and they have that on the gear thing. Cool, not a problem. If not, you have to improvise somehow, some way to add that on there, like a little screen, a photography screenshot, like a PNG or a JPEG or anything like that. All right. You just add that module in there, and then boom, so just start adding your graphics. I like to say it, whatnot. But in this case, how I have it is, it actually did. Yeah. I had to look and make sure. Yeah, it actually did, man. Yeah, it's an inside joke we have about the patch bay, because every time I mix, like I'm gonna do tonight, I I'll plug in the wrong stuff or whatnot. Only because it's dark down there. But I got a light, man. Don't let DJ Big Red fool y'all, man. Nah, man. But I actually labeled this. I labeled it just right, and everything like that. But this is a session that I worked on over the weekend, and you can see that my notes here. So you can actually put like a notepad module panel right here, and I just added some annotation for as Mo 2, 3, and 4 as far as the outputs is concerned. Is the drum bus and the knee clone recall below is going into the one of my compressors, and then that is in 5 and 6 or whatnot. And so the real cool thing about this is that you can hover your mouse over here and you can drag a patch cable to how it is on your actual patch your patch bay, which is real cool. So I got 2 of these patch bays on my desk right here. So I'm just pretending like if this was connected right here, boom. So that's my out going into the in, and then basically I could take my out of the device and bring it back into, let's say if this was my ADAT or my interface, or route it somewhere else. And that was it. The cool part about it is you could change the color of each cable. Boom, just like that. So if your cables are color coordinated, you can change the cables on that. Cool, not a problem, man. And to get rid of them, just hit delete cable on each one of them. You can't get rid of them in conjunction. All right, but you can add, let's say, annotation on here. So if you right click, you can add a sticker, and you can do simple text, which is text only, plastic tag, kind of like how you would use the little machine that'll print out the little plastic indentation thing or whatever. A paper strip annotation. This is my favorite one right here because you get a sticky note, you know what I'm saying? And you can make notes, like you really make notes on whatever you did there. Another thing that you can do with this bad boy is, excuse me, is add a warning button. And I have it on one of my devices. So if this was something like, hey, don't plug this in this, patch because it's going to cause a feedback loop, that's a warning button or tag right there. And the last sticker is kind of like a dot. So if you need to add a dot with, just one block or something like that, you could do so as well. And each of those stickers and annotations and stuff like, you can change the colors on those as well, man. But I have a dot right here on this pro channel, in and out right here on this connection on 9 on my patch bay, because that is, I have it I have that routed on the back side to go to my mixer and everything like that. But everything is basically plugged in. So my interface at the top here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 and 2. This section was empty, but I hooked up my old DBX 166 XL stereo compressor, fire BCA compressor, old school. But yeah, I had that on 1 and 2 there, and then I have all my outboard gear here at the bottom and stuff like that. So I still got all of this side right here I can hook up, and this right there. So next year I've been looking at the 500 series. Y'all keep on watching videos, man, and you know what I'm saying, y'all do me a blessing, man, and everything I buy helps the channel, like everybody say. It really does though, man, for real. But you know what I'm saying, we have this extra situation right here, and eventually I'm probably gonna look into ADAT options as well, but I don't think I need all this stuff, man. So I don't know, we'll see what the year holds. But the actual device, so this is the Trans Y. So Big Red, you want to buy that Trans Y, my boy, go ahead and get it, man, because they actually have this device in the software, man. Cool thing about it is, let's say for instance, looking at what I have right now, your threshold, let's say you got your threshold. By the way, the Trans Y is indented as well, so there's no smooth sailing. So if you got the indentation, let's say here, you got it on a 5-to-1 ratio, you got it on a slow attack, fast release, and your de-esser is off, and you got the makeup gain there, and you have the bypass out. Oh, and let's say for instance, your output gain is at about right here, and your gain reduction was at about a -8. Yeah, about right there. Yeah, everything with the mouse, man. Look at that. And you got the stereo link on. Go ahead and press that button in there. Boom, there it is. Graphics just like that. So it looks like a plug-in. To be honest with you, man, I don't know whoever designed their stuff, man. Bad. Let me see. I'm reading this comment here. I gotta look at it every time. What else can the fake patch bay do? That's it, man. Just kind of so with the patch bay, it kind of goes in and out. So the question was, what does the patch bay do? You can just basically route the cables back and forth. So it's just basically so a lot of times when you're using outboard gear and I'm mixing and I have an artist that says, man, I need to make a change. I want to redo the vocals. And we already mixed the shit, you know what I'm saying? And they swear up and down the vocals were straight, you know what I'm saying? When you put it in the car, it sounds totally different, you know what I'm saying? But you have a special routing for their vocals when you're using outboard gear. This is the pain that a lot of people are starting to use plugins a lot, because this is what you got to go through. Now you have a visual representation of, okay, the output for that vocal was coming out of 3 and 4 on that vocal bus. And we ran it through here, then I ran it through here, then I ran it through here. So you went through 3 outboard processors and everything like that. Then you ran it back into that same input. This is basically what it's doing right there, man, for sure. So that's what the purpose of the patch bay for is right there. Yeah, created for old folk like myself, man. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically what it does. This DBX 160 is a screenshot that I got, so I have to make notes. So if I need to do anything, I'll basically have to get a dot here and put like a little arrow here, and you see that little dot with the arrow, then I'll just kind of point it to where the knob should be, you know, saying if I have to recall anything. So this is a screenshot that I cropped out and, you know, saying saved it as a PNG, uploaded it in here because you actually have a photo rack that you can use. So that's what I was meaning by you can load up any type of rack module that you want. They got a whole bunch of them. So if you're into synthesis, you can take a picture of your Euro modular rack for as your synthesizer is concerned, and you can actually find the rack in this software. So they come well equipped. Do your research for real. This is the Clark Technique 2A. I have that over here. And again, you can just move your knobs, and you can move the gain reduction knob. Let's say, for instance, you got a steady gain reduction at around about 4 right there. Put it on a gain reduction there. If you got some pre-emphasis on there, you can turn that little thing. If you had it on limit, boom, just like that, just like a plug-in. You know what I'm saying? We have the 76, as we talked about earlier. This is a notepad. This is a screenshot, so they don't have this. This is a screenshot of my gear. This is a preamp from ART. Now this right here, they didn't have the Actron brand on there, so I had to use the Behringer because the Behringer has the similar controls as the Actron. I was gonna buy a Ventec GUI or Heritage Audio, but I saw that Behringer has the same nomenclature as the Actron, so I was like, okay, so Behringer, they all work together. So what I did was just kind of put some tabs over the actual Behringer name and stuff like that. So I created all of this, so I could go back and change this if I want to. But it's the exact same. I mean, the preamp gain nomenclature, the high end is over here and the low end is on the right side. I mean, the exact same thing. I was very surprised. The only thing different between the Actron and the Behringer is the buttons right here. All right, and then I got an important note tell me that you know, the inner band is to change the frequency on the Actron. Oh, excuse me, the outer band right here is to change the frequency on the Actron. On the Behringer is to change the volume. Okay, so that was the only difference right there. They have my Warm Audio TB12 preamp on here. This is the Trans X. This is a screenshot. They do not have this as a device. I'm quite sure it'll probably come next year. They did have the FMR audio compressors on there a couple of years back, but I think they got a cease desist letter. I can't talk tonight. A cease desist letter, and they had to take their stuff down. But you can see I have my little dot, so when I come over here and I got a recall, I just move, look at that. Okay, cool, boom, just like that. Just move them like that, and just that easy. All right, so I got these 2 units right here. I got this unit right here. I got a screenshot of that. That's over here on this rack right here, which is actually what I'm talking through. I got my Pro channel for all of my dirty stuff. And then, believe it or not, this is the Behringer. I've been talking on this since I met DJ Red and DL. I've been talking on here on my streams, but I brought this out. I took it out the rack for a little while. This is a very good, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a very good channel strip. I'm gonna be honest with you. This Midas preamp sounds really good, man. Sounds really good. For a cheap preamp, it sounds really good, man. It has that high mid. Something about that high mid it does on the preamp. That's really, really good. I'm running all of my virtual guitars through here, and I compress if need. Enhance the low and the high end, and then I run that through my guitar pedals. Sound awesome. This old school right here, you know what I'm saying? But this, man, vocals, drums, fire, reverbs, Behringer all day right there. And then I got a picture of a mixer and this handy dandy joint right here. This is actually a Neve, to be honest with you. It's a guitar pedal JHS color box, but it's actually a Neve preamp with a 3-band EQ. Fire. Lundell transformers. That's the only reason why I bought it, because of the transformer. All right, but that's my whole rack sequence right there, and this is a session. So anytime I need to go ahead and recall a session, I just annotate everything. I'm done. I don't have to write down anything anymore, and I don't have to take video anymore. So I can save space on my phone and throw away the paper. Actually, contribute to society and not cut trees as much. You see what I'm saying? So that's what that is right there. All right. So that is it, man. I am done with this. No, we do not want to say what I did. And that is that. Any questions? Any questions before we start playing around with some mixes? Let's see here. Right. Yeah. Hey, man, that mix is always gonna sound superb until you put it in that car. You feel me? Yeah, man. How do you make vocal tracks sound good? Gain staging, that's one. Very good. There's no great micro. Let me take that back. Gain staging for sure. You know what I'm saying? But a very good microphone. Okay. Gain staging, microphone, preamp. That's it. Gain staging by way of the preamp. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put that in. Let me do that again. Microphone, gain stage. No, excuse me. Microphone, preamp, then gain stage. There we go. All right, cool. You gotta have a very great mic. This is an AKG. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing spectacular. Why the hell is my camera doing this crap? Y'all hold on one second, man. All right, cool. Let me dial this back. All right, cool. So this is an AKG. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to rant and rave about, but it's a decent microphone. You know what I'm saying? It's a trusted brand. It has its own characteristics. It's not like any other microphone. It's not like a AKG C14. It's a 214. So, you know what I'm saying? It's going to sound a little bit different, but it's a great microphone. You know what I'm saying? I only use this microphone when I call myself want to sing. It's a very great singing microphone. Okay. It's not a great rap microphone. So you have to find microphones that works best for your sound source. All microphones are not. I repeat, all microphones are not created equal. See what I'm saying? I'm talking on this microphone, but it'll sound different when I utilize this microphone here in a few minutes. This microphone sounds totally different. So microphones are not created equal. You see what I'm saying? So you got to make sure whatever microphone you use, it is unique to the sound source. Once you establish that, that's why I got a rack full of preamps, because preamps will give you the color that you're looking for. It'll give you the amplification that you're looking for, and it'll help you get your gain staging the way you need it to be at or whatnot. And once you achieve that, far as microphone, preamp, and gain stage and performance is concerned and stuff like that, that's how you get a great vocal. You will be surprised at how many raw vocals that sound pretty decent because they practice microphone technique, used a very great preamp, if not a decent preamp, got the gain staging right, and went straight into the DAW, and you don't have to work as hard. A lot of people that has to work hard on vocals, that's because they did poor gain staging or walking backwards. They didn't use the preamp. Walking backwards, they used a cheap ass mic. I know about cheap mics because been there, done that, man. I done bought a lot of cheap mics. Hell, that's probably the most expensive mic I have, to be honest with you. Most of my mics are $200 subpar mics and stuff like that. But if you know what you're doing, you can make a Temu microphone sound half-ass decent. See what I'm saying? So it all starts with that stuff. That's how you make vocals tracks sound good. So you have to know what you're doing just a little bit. But if you follow certain guidelines, it'll take you a very, very long way, man. But it's all about vocal performance starting. Microphone will definitely help. Preamp is going to take you to the next level, and gain staging is going to hem everything up for you, for sure, man. Let's see here. I think we was talking about this on the email. Yeah. I almost bought one a couple of months ago, man. But I opted out not to do so I can get the Motu 828. If I was to do it, I just keep one interface because the Motu 828 has the ADAT. I think you can bring in 16 channels in and out ADAT by way of using something like a 88, 8200. The reason why I didn't buy the Behringer because I didn't want to buy more cables. So with the Behringer, what you have to do is that 80A processor, you buy the processor, and then everything that you're going to use has to plug in on the front side. And then on the back side, you have more outs. Well, the front side is your ins, the back side is your outs. You see what I'm saying? And you got to connect all of that with your gear. So that's cabling, and then you can run the output to your interface into the end, the ADAT end. So basically, if I had a drum kit, I'll mic up the drum kit, run that on the end, which is the front face of the ADA, then get. Am I saying that goddamn shit correctly? Hold on one second. You have to use those. Oh, okay, that's what it is. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. You got to use those output of the mic because it doesn't make any sense, because it was a question and I was researching. So when you plug in a microphone on the front side, and help me, DJ Big Red, if you're plugging a mic on the front side, you can't run that signal that the microphone is plugged in on the front side via ADAT out. The microphone output has to go somewhere, and that's where my mind is running blank at. But far as what it does, it's rock solid. So I have thought about utilizing it, but the whole purpose of the ADA is to utilize the preamps, 8 preamps, and I just really don't need 8 modest preamps just to be sitting. So that's why I kind of opted not to get it as of right now. But if I do go the 500 series route, I'm definitely gonna have to invest in that for sure, man. So I hope I explained that correctly. And you guys, let's see here. I'm gonna take this. It's gonna be the last one. We're gonna switch over to the mixing. I know you joking right there. Your Sterling mic can't sound as good as a Neumann. Actually, it can. To be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you how. This is some engineer talk right here. Old school, sitting in a classroom talking to somebody that's been doing this for 40 years type talk. You can make a mic sound anything like what it want to sound. You want to know why Neve 1073 is so popular? You want to know why channel strips are so popular? And I mean channel strips with preamps. Channel strips, or should I say preamps that have EQs attached to them, is because it's tone shaping. I got the computer up right here, man. We about to go. You said a Neumann, right? Actually, I'm gonna just type in Sterling condenser microphone. I'm about to show y'all, man. Now this is going way left field for as being a nerd is concerned or whatnot, man. But I kind of want to show you. Okay, so let's say for instance, I don't know which one you got, DL, but let's say for instance, trying to see which one I've seen in the stores. Let's go with this one right here. All right. Microphone, pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? Probably costs about $200, you know what I'm saying? Full specs. All right, we go to the full specs. What I'm looking for is the frequency response chart. All right. Try to see if we can find it. Here it is right here. This is what you want to look for, the frequency response chart. Right now, as you look at this measurement, it's pretty much flat until you get to the 200, 300, until you get to the in between 3 to 400 hertz. That's when you start having a very steady, you know what I'm saying, gain in the measurement around about 400. So you have a peak right around here about 400. Then it comes back down flat pretty much. And then it starts going up gradually, slowly around about 1500 hertz. And then once you get around here at about 5, 6, 7, about 7,000 hertz, that's when you really start getting a lot of high mid presence in the microphone. All right. And then it starts to taper down right here, but it's still kind of high on the high end. All right. So in order to make this microphone flat, you will run this microphone mic cable into a preamp, get the preamplification that you need, and then you'll use something like an EQ to come right behind that, and then you'll cut the highs and the high mid frequencies and the highs wherever it's present at on your voice, because every voice is going to be different. But by way of this frequency response chart is a guide. So if you have somebody that's talking just like this or whatnot, better believe that high mid frequency is going to be way the fuck up there. You see them $5, goddamn it, shit, $10 now. All right, see, got excited for a second talking audio, but better believe that that high mid frequency is going to be up there. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, having different pieces in your gear, in your vocal chain is very, very crucial. So again, you know what I'm saying? That's why whatever microphone you buy, you have to know that frequency response. With that AKG 214 C214 microphone, is very on the bright side. I can't remember the frequency chart, but I know on that high mid, yeah, we ducking everything down, high mid and highs for sure. Or whatnot. So that is very, very important. So to answer your question, if you want to recreate the Neumann frequency response, okay, open up another tab. Let's say, for instance, we're going to choose the Neumann TLM 103. Now, what we're going to do is look at their frequency response. See, we're getting off topic because we're talking good stuff, man. That's it's all good, bro. My music playlist has just went out, so let me restart that for you guys real quick. Y'all give me one second. Where it went? Oh crap! I think I saved over it. It's all good. Okay, so if you want to recreate this curve from this curve here, you would use a EQ. So if you're on this microphone right here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna run through your preamp, right? And a EQ behind that preamp, then what you want to do is do a low cut at about 50 to 60 hertz, low cut. Okay. This Neumann TLM 103 is pretty flat all the way up until you get about, god doggone, 4,000 hertz. All right. What's happening over here on this microphone? It starts to peak up a little bit around 4,000 hertz, but then you see a lot of this rigidness right here. Okay. So what I would do is do that high pass filter at about 50 hertz, give or take. And then you would make it flat, and then you'll see that this is kind of almost like a shelf. See what I'm saying? Because this microphone already has a natural peak at about 7,000. You just use a high shelf on the EQ and just brighten it up a little bit. It ain't gonna exactly be the same because this is not a straight line like it is on a Neumann, but you're kind of mimicking it. So yeah, to answer what you got on the screen right there, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just frequencies. You're just manipulating stuff. So that's my opinion. Somebody out there may be like, man, that dude lying, man. He making that face when they're watching the video like this. But okay, well, just yeah. But I bet you somebody gonna go in the studio tomorrow and try that trick. You know what I'm saying? That's why they give you the graphs, so you can try to get the same type of tone of other stuff and whatnot, man. That's how they build plugins and match things and capture things, and it's just frequency gain. It's just gain, boost, cuts, and frequencies. That's all it is. Now, when you want to talk about components, or the Neumann is made out of gold-plated diaphragms, okay, that's a whole nother conversation. It's all about the tone at the end of the day. It's stuff like that, man. So, what's going on, Ken Beasley? What's good with you, man? I'm just sitting up here, man, just talking nerd stuff, bro. That's about it, man. I ain't trying to sell you no microphone. So the TLM right there, man, that's about a good $850, $900 microphone. And I've used that microphone. Wasn't impressed, to be honest with you. Nah, bro. I wasn't impressed at all, man. Nope. Maybe it's just my Fletcher curve or whatnot, but I wasn't impressed with the sound. Seen it in a nice studio that had some creme de la creme stuff in there, and it just was lackluster to me. Again, that's why you have to have multiple microphones for your voice, because on one song you may have that expensive microphone that works well with that song, but if you're working on a different type of song by way of a feature, then that one microphone just may not work. So that's why I always tell people, have your 3 microphones in rotation. You know what I'm saying? That way you can test it out. Because I know that microphone I just showed you earlier, that's straight up singing microphone. It is not a rap microphone, because it doesn't sound good with a direct voice right up to it. If I'm gonna use something direct, where's my microphone at? I have a dynamic microphone that I use, which is by Personas, and you know what I'm saying, I use that, and it just it takes loud vocals really, really good and stuff like that. So yeah, man. So yeah, that was a good question. Yes. And I said it wrong. I think that's how you spell it. But I said it. I may have said it wrong, but that's basically your hearing curve. You see what I'm saying? So you may hear a frequency at 1,000 a little higher than I will hear that frequency at 1,000. So I may hear it quieter. You may hear it louder. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you have some people that can mix really, really well. And you have some people that can't mix really well, because we hear things differently. All humans can't hear the same way. So that's what the Fletcher curve is. So if you go to like an audiologist, you can actually get your hearing, a graph of your hearing and everything like that. Me personally, I have my Fletcher curve, it dips off at 3,000. So when I'm mixing, I have to be very conscious of not adding so much high mid. And I find myself, that's what I love to hear, because when I hear high mids, I get excited. That's because my natural ear, my natural hearing, it doesn't hear that. So I took an audiology test. I I'm a veteran, so I have to go to the VA and do certain things and whatnot. And my last hearing test, because I have ringing in the ears, I have what they call it, tendonitis or whatnot. Yeah, I get ringing in the ears, and my hearing, I have a hearing loss at around 3,000. So I have to. That's why I use the spectrum analyzer constantly now because of that situation right there, man. So yeah, man, yeah. No, no, you good, man. You good. No, that's actually a valid question, though. You know what I'm saying? That's a valid question. Y'all give me the runaround tonight, bro. For sure, man. All right, cool, man. We're gonna go ahead and get in studio one here. I got everything already prepped up, ready to go. I was kind of prepared tonight, and everything like that. Let's put that on normal tracking there. Hopefully I ain't confused this camera. All right, there it goes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit up this demo session right here. So basically, this is a demo session. I went to Cambridge University. If you're familiar with Cambridge University, it's one of those prestige audio schools where they do everything audio engineering and recording and everything like that. And all of their students, they have a database where all their students come in and work on projects and stuff like that. They take all of those raw stems and they put it in a database, and it's free to the public. You know what I'm saying? So I grabbed quite a few sessions so I can start moving into next year on this channel, working on stuff, because even though I record and produce a lot of stuff here in the studio, when they put it out there on Spotify, I get flagged for it. And sometimes it doesn't even get released when I'm the producer, the engineer, the master, and sometimes the songwriter. It still doesn't work. So I had to find another way, another solution, and I found one. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't get YouTube content ID and stuff like that. But we're going to be working on some stuff that some of y'all in the audience ain't used to. So I'm used to this because this is what we had to do in audio school, work outside of your genre. So some of this stuff, I think what we got tonight is going to be kind of like this. The dude on the vocals, he don't speak no English. So I don't know what the hell he's saying. But it's kind of like a rock pop type of band. And I thought this was really, really good for the Heritage audio plugins that we're going to be working on tonight. So, yeah, let's get into it, man. So what we got to do, and I'm just going to show you guys, I'm going to give y'all some old school technique. DJ Big Red probably know, but for people that don't know, like when you record stuff with bands and stuff like that, it's gonna come out real small. If you do it the right way, it's gonna come out real small. And you can see here that the stems got some very good preamp gain because you can see the waveforms. You see what I'm saying? So very good preamplification. But we're gonna have to gain stage a lot of this stuff. Okay. The vocals are in light green. The drum tracks are in yellow. The bass is in orange. Acoustic in this bright orange. And all electric guitar at the bottom. I don't know what the hell they had going on, but that's what that is right there. So as always, we're gonna start with our drums, and we're gonna go ahead and get the volume right on those. And I don't have the tempo, so I ain't worried about that. Make sure I got some audio pumping through here. All right, cool. First thing I like to do is get a VU meter here. Let's see here on my track here. Let's type in VU. We're gonna use this El Cheapo VU meter, and I am going to set the reference to -12 to fit with the modern times. I may have to go grab a glass of water because my mouth is raw. All right, cool. So you can see right now, because I set the reference at -12, our 0, we need to get this signal to 0, right? And so we have an overhead mic. That's why we have 2 drum tracks. So the way they mic this, and you're probably seeing this look like mono, it sounds like it's stereo, but Yeah, that's what it is. So Studio One has this new feature on their waveforms where if you minimize the tracks like this, they'll show in one single waveform. And if you maximize them, it'll show as a stereo track. So you can see like this one right here, for example. But if I shrink it, it'll go into a single waveform. I don't know why they changed that, but it is what it is. But the drums are mic'd mono. I don't know what that student was doing. He would have been better off tracking that with a doggone hand recorder and running a stereo Y cable. But he tracked a overhead mono mic, okay, with the kick drum. You know what I'm saying? So that's your kick. And then this is your overhead, all the rest of the drums. And as a mixer, you got to make that sound good. You know what I'm saying? So I know people be watching my channel and they be questioning like, man, all you do is beat related. No, this is the type of stuff I had to kind of get my degree in. So we're going to make this do what it do because we used to do this type of shit too. So what we got to do is basically bring the gain stage up to about 0. All right. So what I'm going to do is just basically do clip gain in this situation. I could bring up and use the plugin and all this other stuff, but work with the raw stuff first. So let's go ahead and pin that up here. And I'm going to start with this kick, which is foundation. And as soon as we pass 0, that thing is going to light up red. There we go, right there. All right, cool. And then now we're going to get the overhead. Ooh. Yeah, let's bring that down a little bit more. Yeah, we got some transient in there for sure. A compressor. Yeah, see? Okay, so on those hard transients, it's peaking it, but then the relative volume for us, the average volume, it's sitting around about -7. So this is why when you're producing with real instruments, that's why compressors are so important. Yeah, that's it right there. Yow. So we can bring that down, and that's just a gauge, all right? But we got to blend it in with the kick and make it make sense. So we know where we need to gauge it at, so we just need to come down. And then we'll go back to the fader. Bring the fader down a little bit. And we can bring the fader down on the on that overhead mic as well. All right, cool. Bring it back in the mix. Well, I don't know what the fuck that was right there. Bring it back right here. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. And this electric guitar, yeah, we got to definitely bring that down because and some other stuff. This is why they tell you bring all your faders down. So y'all just give me 1 hot second and bring all these faders down here. And let me bring that down right there. There we go. There we go. So we got our bass drum. So now, our bass line. So we'll go back to our bass line here and bring that up just a little bit. Go to our bass. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to clip gain that up and not really worry about the input knob. Now you notice I'm not worried about the VU meter because the meat and the potatoes, it just depends on the track, but the meat and the potatoes is going to be either your bass or your drums. Just depends on which one is important. And in this little half of the session, the drums is more important than anything. My bad, I ain't even looking at the chat. My bad. Oh, but anyway, yeah. So that's why I went on ahead and gain stage that kick, because that's basically, I'm not gonna say it's the foundation, because the bass sometimes can be the foundation, but it's the loudest in the track. It's the one that's gonna have all the energy, and it's gonna peak. So once you can get your drums correctly, then you can start working your way down and doing your gain stage. So you'll notice that I did the drums. Now I'm doing the bass. I'm trying to get the bass to, you know what I'm saying, be in cahoots with the drums and everything. I'm gonna check it in mono real quick. All right, cool. And what I'm gonna do is get this based on what the waveform is giving me. We got this electric guitar right here doing whatever it's doing. So we're gonna go back here. Long as your meters is staying around about 0 VU, you should be good. And you'll notice that we have different scales here. So right now, by default, it was on 6. I don't know how I had that in my template, but it should be around like -12 or 18. So right now, -12. And this is really for gain staging purposes. So with modern music, keep it around 12. Now we can start panning. We're gonna go ahead and select that track. And then I'm gonna pan that bass just a tad bit to the left, just to add some depth and dimension to the track. All right, cool. And then we're gonna go back to this block of electric guitars. I don't know what the hell they was doing, but let's see what's up. We're on this track right here. Let's rewind that real quick. We're gonna keep that in the center. And I'm supposed to be on a different microphone and headphones. I don't like mixing on these headphones. I'm gonna bring that up a little bit more. And what I noticed with, I can't speak for other DAWs, but with Studio One, once you get around the 0 mark and you're running out of volume, and I have this rule is, and when I went to school, audio school, pretty consistently, you don't want to go past 0 on your faders. That's why you have to gain stage. But because this is pre-recorded, that's why you have to do stuff like trim or clip gain and stuff like that. So right now on that one little guitar piece, I'm already at doggone, let's see here, where we at? There we go. We on, come on, bro. Yeah, we at -1. So what I'm gonna do is, because it still sounds like it's, I'm gonna bump it up. I'm gonna give it at least 3 dB a gain. Okay, I can always turn it up, long as I'm not clipping, which I'm not gonna clip 3 dB a clip gain, and then I can control the fader back down. Again, I'm doing gain staging. All right, let's rewind that back, and you can look at the faders, and we're not clipping at all. even if I put it at 0. See what I'm saying? That's why back in the old days you had recording engineers. Their whole purpose was to get the levels right. That way when the next man come, and that's the mixing engineer, he could do his thizzle and get it sounding right and stuff like that. So you had different roles when it came to the engineers and everything. You even had people that had specific jobs on setting up, the mics. It's some old school cats out there, man, that can set up a mic kit like y'all. You know what I'm saying? You got some guys that can actually, you got an amp cap, and then they got a microphone right here. And you'll be surprised if they move that microphone at a 45-degree angle and then tilt that bad boy up at about a 45-degree angle and just get the perfect tone, just basing it off of how you mic the microphone. It's all kind of different cool techniques when it comes to recording and stuff like that. I'll turn that up a little bit more. Let's rewind that back. I need to put a loop on that. I like that right there. Just a starting point here. We're gonna go down to this one right here. Yeah, that don't need to be loud. It's kind of like an undertone. Bring that sound back to the center a little bit. Bring that down a little bit. I'm gonna go to this one right here. Yeah, when I'm paying that to the left. And this is my first time working on this, so really don't know how this is supposed to sound. All right, let's bring the drums in. And I'm working on a fader port 8, by the way. So I'm gonna take that whole guitar and move them up. We're gonna add a little bit of juice to those drums. We're gonna bring them up just a tad bit. Let's see where we at. All right. Max it out at about 0. So yeah, that's basically it right there. We can just kind of run that. I'm not gonna mix the whole thing, but I just kind of wanted to get some levels so we can play with those plugins and everything like that. We got some vocals, so we can do it right here at the vocal, and we can bring in the vocal right here. So let's go there. So I did a lot of church sound in the past as well. And this is kind of like what you do at church live events and stuff like that. You don't know who the band is. You got to get in there. You got to lock in. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to make these adjustments real good and stuff like that. So if you want to learn mixing, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to give you the realest motherfucking advice anybody going to give you if they call themselves mixing music. Mix live. That's how I learned ASAP. You feel me? Because your brain got to be wired to make quick decisions like that. You feel me? And you going to mess up? you may not mess up. You may get it right. It's easy to play that stuff off because the people that's probably singing or playing, they really don't know they in the groove of things. Mixing live will get your behind right ASAP and stuff like that. So that's why I'll be laughing at people like, yeah, you can tell me my mix trash and stuff like that. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I want to take you and take me, and we go out there, go to a church. You give me a mixer, you got a mixer, and then we're going to see who can mix that band and make them sound somewhat legible and stuff like that. That's when you really know who that's how you separate the real from the fake. You see what I'm saying? So, because you can sit in the studio all day and refine vocals, refine the guitar, refine the drums, and just be intricate so much because this is your space. But when you take you out of that space and you have to execute on site, you know what I'm saying? Like how we say in our community, yeah, I'm gonna catch you on site. That's a totally different beast. And a lot of people haven't been, you know what I'm saying, groomed that way or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I you know what I'm saying, I highly advise anybody, if you're gonna get really serious about mixing, you go to church or you have a buddy that gigs at a club, you know what I'm saying, and they do live sound, or you know someone that just, you know, do concerts or whatever, and you can just sit in on what it is. Man, that is a stressful job. I don't even fuck with it, you know what I'm saying, because live sound is different. It's not the studio. It's the same stuff, but it's not the studio, because you got to fight with feedback. You got to fight with people not holding the mic. They're holding the mic down here. They like this right here. You know what I'm saying? Lord, you can't mix nothing like this. You got to have it, bring the mic to you. You backing in. You doing all this right here. You feel what I'm saying? It's just, it's too much, man. So, yeah, this is my 2 cents, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to get serious about mixing, mix live. Fuck a plug-in, fuck gear, fuck all this shit. And yeah, I ran my tab up about $50, Big Red, but all this stuff in here don't even matter. Get you a simple mixer, you know what I'm saying, a couple of microphones, and a keyboard and 2 vocalists. And if you can make that sound good live, man, yeah, we could talk. Until then, I don't care what, I don't give a damn what you've been doing. If you can mix live, then okay, we can talk and stuff like that. Cause that shit hard, man. And I got humbled real quick. And when I started mixing live, I was like, yeah, let me go and sit my little ragged ass down. Especially when you have a pastor that, you know what I'm saying, that's into, you know, music and stuff like that, and he know what he's looking for, or you have a musician and they know what they looking for and they call you out, man, look, let me tell you, you get humbled real quick, you feel me? So hey man, yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna get back to it. Let's see here. Let's get these vocals in here.
Visin, valhutaan helppi kuolemaan, mä huomasin, että ei olekaan unta, mä selvisin. Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaan, mä huomasin,
I don't know what he's saying.
että ei olekaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään?
And this is what you gotta deal with live sound too, because you don't know what the hell they be saying. And yeah.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaan, mä huomasin, että ei olekaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei olekaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin?
Alright, I had to pan those real quick and pan those left and right about 50%.
Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin?
I'm gonna pan those a little bit more to the right and to the left.
Päin mennään. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Päin mennään. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän unta? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
All right, cool. So we got some vinyl noise in there. I'm gonna keep it like it is. And we're just gonna mix that right there. That little bit, that's it. So, not bad from where we came from, right? We're gonna send these to a drum bus real quick. This is a template that I'm working on my template, and I should be finalized with it. I'm gonna try to have it done after Thanksgiving, and I'll have that as a merch on my website. So be looking out for that. I'm gonna give it in different plugin formats. I'm gonna do stock plugins first, and then I think I'm gonna do a plugin alliance edition based on, you know what I'm saying, different plugin manufacturers. So be on the lookout for that one as well. What we're gonna do on this drum bus is we're gonna go ahead and play with something new. My boy DJ Big Red had said that the Plugin Alliance, they released a new tur, and that will be the Black Box HGQ, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and pull that bad boy up. I'm one step ahead of you there, Big Red, if you're still in the building. I'm not looking at the thing because I kind of want to run through here, but this is an EQ, man. I ain't never used black box stuff, but from what I done heard on videos and the plugin, the saturated plugin that they have, man, they got some good stuff, boy. If the plugin sound good, just imagine the hardware. Good Lord Almighty, man. So what we're gonna do is just kind of EQ these drums and make them sound half decent. All right. Go. And it's a 3-band EQ, by the way, so see what I'm doing here. What the hell? Oh, okay. Loop back over. I'm about to say, man. Let's bring that in just a little bit. Front of house, boy. Boy, that front of house ain't nothing to play with, boy, because woo-wee. Nah, but it's gonna be for general mixing. Starting out. I gotta rethink a couple of routing situations and tracks to be used, but mostly for mixing. I'm working on one right now for beat making in Ableton Live. Reason, not too much Studio One. Anything I do with Studio One is gonna be primarily for general mixing. And then sometime next year I'll do an advanced template and everything like that, and stuff like that. So I got to go back to the one I have and refine that one because it's in between general and advanced. But most people may not understand the routing that I have. So I'm going to have to go back and scale it down and stuff like that. But that's a good question, man. I appreciate you bringing that one up for sure. All right, I'm going a little bit too ham in there because that shit sound good. So when you hit the 2 times button, it's going to increase your frequencies, double up your frequencies and whatnot. And that boost is just too much. It is too much on the boost. Let me bring the highs down. I told y'all my highs is be doing too much. I'm gonna take out this little that you can see it right here. That little yeah, that right there. We're gonna take that out. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut that motherfucker out. And I'm gonna change this from. I'm gonna put this in parallel. Yeah, there we go. So the way this plugin works is that the signal flow is the boost flows into the cut. So whatever you make an adjustment on the cut is not gonna be independent of the cut and the boost. It basically they move in conjunction. But if you put it on parallel, when you make a cut, it's gonna leave the boost alone. That makes any sense. See the difference? Well, I thought I was telling the truth, but I guess not. I stand correct. Okay, gotcha. Let me try that all then. Oh yeah, the alt is gonna be for the saturation variation. Yeah, cause I can hear it. Watch, hear that low end I'm hitting it on. See how that bitch get angry and get angry. I'm gonna bring down the mid range and we're gonna keep it moving. I'm just rushing through this, to be honest with you. Okay, cool. I ain't gonna get too finicky of that. I'm just mixing to the vibe. Let's see how I sound with the track. Let's see here. Now check this out. Remember the shop plugin? Let's go ahead and get the shop plugin, man. We're gonna throw that on the kick, and we can take out that nasty frequency. Man, that don't sound like a Behringer. I don't know what. I'm laughing at his head. The bitch said, "See, when I get excited, man, I'm my bad, bro. I'm trying to control my curse words, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when you get excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring down those highs just a little bit." And I'm gonna take a little bit of that thud out of the snare. Right there. Bring that back in.
selvisin. Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin,
Go back to this plugin right here.
että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin. Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonut?
Of course, we can add some other stuff like, gating this and all this other stuff. No, I'm just really kind of just doing a real quick mix on it. But now if we want to, let's say we don't want to have a black box sound and we kind of want to keep it real simplified, we can go ahead and pull up that heritage audio, because that's really the main reason why I was doing this, so I can, test out this Brit strip here. And now this is really hard to look at. So you can change, like you have this vintage look to it, but then you can switch the view and you can get more of that look right there. All right. I like this look better. It's in the 19U format, and everything and whatnot. What's French there? I don't know what that is, big dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what that is.
Mä selvisin. Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin. Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Selvisin. Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin. Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää
I'm really loving this Brit strip. Sounds awesome. I like this. Let's get a tag going here. Let's put this on. Now this is based on the successor plug-in compression right here. So I have it on a very sharp release. A slow attack. When you have it on a slow attack, you get more transients. I went from a 2-to-1 to a 4-to-1 ratio. You can really start to hear the pumping.
selvisin. Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin. Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voit elää vaikka tahton. Selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että
Yeah, all right. The guitars is not bad, to be honest with you. I got the drums kind of tame. They ain't really where I want them to be, but let's work on that lead vocal, because, man, hold up. Let's bring that up a little bit. I'm going to use the Brit strip again. I'm really kind of... Man, I wish that would be available ASAP, because I really like it.
Monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kuolemaa, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
I really would like to know.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan
that sound like some Asian.
Mä selvisin,
I'm confused.
vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
I ain't gonna lie to you, this high pass filter
Mä
on this thing.
selvisin,
Look at this.
vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin,
That's at 300,
että ei
and
ookaan
then there's a big jump to
unta.
180.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin,
Sounds pretty good.
että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
I'm gonna pop the EQ out.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut
Boy, y'all wrong for that, boy.
Mä huomasin.
Hey man, y'all leave that dude alone, bro. Hey man, y'all need to go read them. Y'all reading them comments, man. Y'all wrong for that, man. Talking about that dude, man. Hey man, music here. He probably had a good week when he sung that and got released off of that song and stuff like that, man. Man, y'all let that man be, man.
Että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa.
All right, I'm gonna follow that up with a lot to here. Man, hell nah, bro. Need something to round them out. The compressor is working. It's hard to see those graphics, and I don't think I can turn the graphics up a little bit more. And where is my? There we go.
Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin.
All right, on these background vocals, I am going to use
Voiko
the.
tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään?
I'm going to use
Voiko
this.
tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla
We're gonna use this shy stuff.
totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään?
Shoot, I need a.
Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennään? Voiko tää olla totta, että elämäkin tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elämäkin tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
So that's how it sounded before.
Voiko tää olla totta, että elämäkin tahtonut?
Just to kind of make it stand out. And they saying the same thing, so I'm just gonna drag that over to the next one right here and play that together. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Studio One been on this bull crap. Just as I start rocking and rolling, it does this. So there, for some reason, it's removing the La 2A or the La 2 or whatever. It gets stuck on this crap right here. And then the damn thing, like, yeah. And I can't save it. And then we can't do nothing either. So it's still stuck on the Teleelectronics LA2 compressor. And it's been doing this on random plugins. So it's not the UAD. It's any plugin. And this is a bug. So I have to remove it. And it's stuck. So I'm going to have to load this mother sucker up back again because this is the doggone bug that's happening with all kind of VST plugins. So when you remove a plugin, it'll get stuck in this removal state or whatever the case may be, and you can't do nothing. So I'm gonna have to load this up again. It'll back up the files or whatnot. So let me do that real quick. I was just kind of doing a little on this or whatnot. Really kind of wasn't taking this too seriously, but let me restart this Studio One plugin because they want to be an asshole. But I can't do what I want. Question time. Question time. I see you using spectrometer for visuals for certain frequencies, but shouldn't you be using your ears? Yeah. That's when I'm being precise. So like when I use it when I'm sweeping frequencies. I'll use it to I don't mix with it solely. My bad. I don't mix with it solely to kind of look at it like, okay, yeah, oh shoot, man, I need to cut here or whatnot. I use it like if I'm having a problematic frequency and there's a lot of things going on, I'll use it. And let's say, for instance, I need to identify that thud. I need to identify that sheen, that and stuff like that. Those adjectives, I'll utilize it for that, and it help me just focus in on what frequencies I need to, dial in. And once I find it with my ear, then I cut it. So it's just really a workflow tool for me, and stuff like that. But definitely, you don't want to. Spectrometer is like a fine old girl that you've been trying to get at, but she toxic. You know what I'm saying? And you want to go to that all the time. Spectrometer is a toxic tool. It's a toxic plugin because you can use it all the time, but you don't need to use it at all because, you know what I'm saying, you got your faithful ears, stuff like that. So, you can kind of use it and don't use it or whatnot, but you can keep it up. But if you need to eye in on what it is that you need to cut or boost, definitely use your ears. Sometimes even close your eyes and make adjustments and stuff like that. That'll definitely help out on that one right there. But yeah, that's my approach on it. I use it for cuts and boost on adjectives when I'm describing like a thud, the low end, the highs. It's too you know what I'm saying? It's too honky or whatnot. Where's the honk at? And I use a specific spectrum. I use the waterfall. It's like a heat map for frequencies. So if I know that low end or that 808 or that bass is too strong, I'll look at that heat map. Okay, that's around about 80. Let me go on here and dial in. There it is. Cut it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I could use it for sure. Let's see if we can open up the backup file. Yes. When you find the frequency, you cut it with your ear. Yeah, I cut with my ears for sure. Yes, sir. Yeah, I don't cut. I don't cut with the eyes. Visually, it's just hard to dial in because that frequency, these meters are moving, and you got to think about it. It's not like outboard gear where it's real time electricity. You're dealing with a delay, of course, and everything like that. So I cut with my ears as always, man. As always. We was working with the doggone La 2A to really bring that lead vocal out, but we got to do it again.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan.
Yeah, I use them ears, man. The cut. But man, I miss a cut at about 3K for sure.
Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
All right, cool. Let's get that shy plug in again. Which the mother sucker. Oh, goddamn. Here it is, right here. Studio One is not bad on this release. They just need to clean up the bugs that they got in here. It's got some bugs in
Voiko tää
here.
olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla
So, like, I know I got this up over here to the right, but I'm really, how I do it, I don't even have to have this on. I can just get rid of that. How I've been doing it for all these years is like this right here. I'll go ahead and it'll be on default, right?
totta, että elän vaikka
What I do is boost first, all right? So I'm a boost, and I normally boost at about the halfway point. So if it's 15 and 0, I'll go halfway, well, give or take 8-7 dB.
tahtonutkaan?
And then what I'll do is do a frequency sweep. Sorry about that. And I'm sweeping basically to find the frequency that's irritating me or what I want to cut and stuff like that. And I don't think about it like I used to think about numbers. I think about what sounds good. Again, I did a video, I think I did a live stream during COVID where I talking about mixing with a vibe. You got to mix with a vibe. So you got to know what kind of vibe they're trying to achieve in this record. And it's just really kind of Neve-ish, Beatle-ish, you know. I saw somebody say house band or whatever, you know, something, you know, in the garage, you know, drinking, you know, one of those IPA beers or whatever the case may be. It's that type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing frequencies that's not wanted, number one, and then what's the frequency that's really gonna give me a vibe? What's taken away from the vibe? That's what I'm doing. So when I have the boost here, then I'm scanning.
Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan
Like right there, they're just like, that don't sound good right there.
eteenpäin?
So I bring it back to 0, reset my ears.
Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka
Soon as I hear that annoyance frequency,
tahtonutkaan eteenpäin?
or what we call resonance, then all I do is subtract where this is on the other side. So I'll come back here.
Voiko tää olla totta?
Sometimes it may be too much based on where you have it over here and you try to match it on the negative side, it may be too much of a cut and you just got to bring it back up. Okay. That's the adjustment. That's it. That's in my opinion, that's it to EQ. In my opinion. And then we'll play it back in the mix, of course.
Että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin unta? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin unta? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin unta? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka...
And then what I was trying to do was to drag that over here. There we go.
Vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin unta? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin?
I want to check this part one more time.
Että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin?
Let's hop over here to the bass drum now. The goddamn bass, the bass goddamn guitar, man. What the fuck is wrong with me today, bruh? Damn. Okay. I'm gonna get the successor. I was gonna put it on the drums, but the Brit strip has that a little bit. We're gonna bring out the bass on this with this bad boy right here because I'm very, very interested on how this is gonna sound. So I'm gonna set the ratio at 3-to-1. I'm gonna give it a fast attack and a medium fast release and threshold. Here we go. Whoa, shit. Wait a minute. Ooh, that thing grabby. Yikes. Ooh, Lord. So in that case, I have to use a sidechain filter, a low pass sidechain filter. And that should help with that boom, 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 boom right there. And you can see it's helping. Man, this thing sounds pretty good. All right, let's bring that back in.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin?
Extend the song out a little bit more.
Mä selvisin.
All right, from this point on right here, if I was normally mixing, I got a vibe now on a certain section. You know what I'm saying? We vibing like, yeah, that big jamming. Yeah. So now what I'll do is just kind of like do top down mixing from here. So I go to my mix bus. Yeah, I go to my mix bus here and I'll apply some type of bus compression. But DJ Big Red, man, what kind of bus compression you want to use today, man? I'm gonna get your opinion on here. I would ask ChatGPT, which that's gonna be another video I'm gonna do. Cause man, ChatGPT is a fool, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. But what you think, man? What you think? Yeah, man. Y'all scan that QR code up there, man. Or whatnot. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed this one right here. You see the frequency that you want to remove. Are you still aiming? Nope. It's whatever's going to fit. But that margin right there, that's normally what will work. Unless you're going for something extreme on a cut, then it's by taste. But normally, I find myself cutting at around about that mark right there. Even though I boosted at 4 dB, let's say at 500 hertz at 4 dB, I boosted, found the resonance there. A lot of times when you cut at 4 dB, negative 4 dB, should I say, it just won't sound right. So you find yourself kind of creeping it back up to 2 to 3 on the negative side. So yeah. UAD 3360, boy, you in luck, man, because I got like 2 days left on the demo or whatnot, man. But let's put it on there though. Yes, I got it on demo, man. I'm waiting for it to go on sale, man, to be honest with you, because that thing right now is $150. I can catch that Christmas sale. That's UAD never fails. Every Christmas or around Thanksgiving, where they'll start that 25 days of UAD sale or whatever, and you can catch them plugins super dirt cheap from UAD. Trying to tell y'all, man, that's how I got all these UAD plugins, stuff like that, man. Super dirt cheap around Christmas time, man. So I'm demoing it right now to see if it's really worth it. So DJ Big Red, man, if you're right, we gonna go ahead and buy that bad boy when it go on sale. You hear? 33609, there it is. All right. This thing, I'm starting to like it a little bit more because it has a lot of punch to it when it comes to, and I'm supposed to be mixing on these different headphones, not these right here, but it's all good. I was going to be on my Bear Dynamics tonight, but I got a little caught up. But yeah, I like this plugin, man, because it adds a punch. It's almost like a SSL, but if you want a warm tone, this is be a punchy compressor. In your SSL, it'll have a punch, but it's clean. It's more of a cleaner sound. This is more of a warm, vintagey sound, but with a punch. And I'm starting to have a lot of respect for it by way of using this plugin. I never used the hardware piece of this, but I'm starting to have a lot of respect for it. If the successor sounds good, then this one is going to be a little bit cleaner, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to set it to my favorite bus settings here real quick.
Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Olis tää voinut paskemminkin mennä? Kantapään kautta mä kulutan mun kengää. Olis...
Man. Wait a minute. That thing sounds damn. Hold on. Let me go back to the intro of this track right here. Let me go back to the intro, cause that compressor, I may have found a new one.
Kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan on.
Oh, we definitely adding that to the arsenal. As soon as that bad boy drop from 150 to like 75, and I know it will because they're gonna give you a coupon, $45 off, or some type of percentage is gonna drop it down to a $75 total purchase. I'm getting this one right here. I like this.
Mä selvisin. Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
So that's the dry signal and the wet signal.
Olis tää voinut paskemminkin mennä? Kantapään kautta mä kulutan mun kengää.
Alright, cool. I could put it like a simple reverb on them, but let's go ahead and do it real quick. I don't know what I'm gonna choose. Kind of giving me sunset sound vibes here. And so let's save what we got here real quick. As soon as this plug in, want to act right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put him like in a live room here real quick.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
Just gonna put a delay on him real quick.
Olis tää voinut paskemminkin mennä? Kantapään kautta mä kulutan mun kengää.
Okay.
Olis tää voinut paskemminkin mennä? Talven jälkeen tulee aina kevää. Selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä...
Alright, cool. Let's get a delay here. I'm just we just playing around, man. I'm not taking this seriously or whatnot. I'm just kind of playing with some plugins here.
Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta?
Let's take it off of crap. Yeah, it's gonna beat sync. Damn.
Tai että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä.
Oh, that's kind of groovy.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
Play and mix.
Selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
Alright, cool. Oh yeah. They sure did, man. They sure did. I don't know, but I don't deal with a lot of it seems like that this UAD, this diode compression style, this diode style compression, it works really, really well with acoustical type instruments and sources. But a lot of stuff that I deal with, for us like beats and program music and stuff like that, I don't know if it has a place in that besides vocals is concerned. What's your thoughts on that? Or anybody, drop a comment on this live stream and let me get your thoughts on this. Like, do you guys see yourself using this with a lot of urbanistic type of music or program music? Because it shines, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, it shines on this type of music, you know what I'm saying, with real instruments and stuff like that. It sounds fucking good. Man, throw all the curse words out tonight, man. That shit sound goddamn good, bro, for real. I ain't gonna even hold you. But I wonder how this would sound like on program material, because it's real hard to really get the nuances out of, certain plugins and pieces of hardware when you're just using program material. It really is. So, yeah, this sounds really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and do it like an A/B situation with the successor, and I'm gonna see if I can achieve the same results, which I highly doubt it. But we're gonna see what this bad boy I'm working with. Now, I think I used let me see here. Turn this bad boy off. We are at 100 milliseconds on the recovery time, +4 on the threshold, and 2-to-1. I'm gonna try to mimic those. And I don't know what the attack time is because it's fixed. And so as well as the release, which is at 100 right there. I didn't do any. I think I did. Yeah, I did some sidechain filtering at about 80, excuse me. And then 2-to-1. All right. We're going to try to nail it in and try to get as close as we possibly can. And this, all right, here we go. All right, look into that right there. Is it not on? Oh, we got one of these.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elän vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Olis tää voinut paskemminkin mennä? Kantapäin kautta mä kulutan mun kengää. Olis tää voinut paskemminkin mennä? Talven jälkeen tulee kevää.
I'm gonna turn this one off and turn this one on.
Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
Man, it's you can't say one is better than the other one because they both have different characteristics. It's like, you know what I'm saying, you get, I can't really explain it because I don't know too much about a diode compressor, but it seems like this is giving you warm, like a 60s, 70s vibe, and this is giving you more that late 70s going into the 80s type vibe. You know what I'm saying? But they sound similar, but they're not similar. You know what I'm saying? But this motherfucker sound good because this red knob on the game makeup, which what I found out to be is on the actual hardware, the makeup gain circuit is based on the makeup gain circuit is based on a 1073 preamp gain stage. And I don't think this has that. You see what I'm saying? So they're both kind of like special from a hardware base. They're both kind of special in their own way. This is tough. And say this is a native plugin. It sounds really, really good. What you got on that, DJ Big Red? What's your thoughts, man? Okay. Let's pull that one up because I got that one in the arsenal too. Let's try that one out. Okay, let's pull that one up too, big dog. I'm glad you kind of mentioned that real quick, man. Let's pull that one up real quick. Cause I'm very curious, man. Cause I'm actually kind of going down a new road here for as this diode stuff, which, you know what I'm saying, is making a footprint. Like everybody's starting to release their own diode compressors and stuff like that, which they've been around. I've seen them. I just knew that I don't have any, use for them and everything like that. I'm going to try to get the settings kind of similar to what the heck they got going on here. Let me see. Bend over. Let me see. It's about 4 right there. All right. So let me line these bad boys up here real quick. So that's that one. Let's see here. And we don't want that. I don't know why I have that on there. This one right here. And let's get this one right here. All right. So what I'm going to do is they all are on right now. Yeah, they all are on. We're going to turn this one off, turn that one off, and we're going to keep this one on. All right. So I think I got the side chain filter. See, this one doesn't have a side chain filter, if I'm not mistaken. So this is what makes these unique. So the AudioScape one doesn't have a side chain filter, not that I know. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Successor ad, yes, definitely. Definitely. You are right about that. It is a fat, warm. That's it to the T. That's what that plug-in sounds like. This one is more clean. It's like a SSL G-Bus comp, but it has a vintage vibe to it. But it's not as fat as this one. And then we're gonna see what the AudioScape is and see what it's working with. So our high pass filter here is at right here at 100. Okay, so that sounds about right. All right, let's test out the AudioScape by itself. Turn it off first.
Vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa, mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta.
Okay, right off the bat, I noticed something. When we make up the gain on these two compressors, they're matching. This one right here, the needle is down there touching -4, but when we put it on 4, it's a drastic volume change.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan?
So I had to game stage it. Let's bring that back.
Kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
Okay, so my first reaction is I like what it's doing in the mid-range on the Audioscape. The Neve, that thing just sounds good, bro. It has the right width, the dimension, the depth in the sound. It sounds like it ain't hardware, but it's hardware. It's a UAD. It's a UAD technology. And then the successor is fat, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It sounds really, really good too. Man, let me do that one again. Hold on, We already ruled this one out. Like, it doesn't sound like neither of these two. It has its own distinct sound. Like my boy said, successor adds warm, colorful, and fat compression. That's exactly what it does. But this audio, I'm gonna move this up here real quick. Cause I really been wanting to do a test between these two, and we're gonna do that right here. So they look identical. All right, let's go ahead and hit play right here. We'll go ahead and turn this one off. We're gonna start off with the Neve first.
Kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka
God damn, that's close, man. Ooh, wee. Oh, man. So it's tough, man. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat on the Audioscape. I'm gonna bring out the width just at about 5%. So I'm gonna bring it up to about 105. I want to see something real quick. Let's start right here at the vocals.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Olis tää voinut paskemminkin mennä? Kantapäin kautta mä kulutan mun kengää. Olis tää voinut paskemminkin mennä? Talven jälkeen tulee kevää.
Okay, yeah, so the Audioscape is kind of giving me a little bit low-end fatness than it is with the Neve. The Neve, it's kind of bringing out those vocals a little bit. The Audioscape it's kind of like, I don't know, it's not cohesive. It sounds good, but it's not cohesive on that low end. I don't know. What you think, Big Red? I know you still up on here, man. What's your thoughts, man? Cause I don't venture off in the band world and stuff like that. That ain't my space. But just judging off of what it's doing and stuff like that, it just seems like this Neve, it's hitting. I ain't gonna lie to you. That bad boy hitting. This is okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if this is all you can. This is all you can get, afford, use. You like it. You like Audioscape. It's definitely doing its thing. And then this is in the class of its own. So I mean, if you want to be destructo and you just need a fat sound, I mean, Successor is your best bet, man. Let me do an ABC comparison one more time. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, let's bring that back. We're on the Successor right here. That makeup gain is a beast, though. I'm gonna bump up the makeup gain to 4 on all of these units. I'm trying to see something here real quick, y'all. I want to see which one got the most bite. Now, see, the Neve is already on 4, so I've been cheating. But we're going to put these on 4. I'm trying to see something here. All right.
Mä huomasin, että ei olekaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei olekaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
Yeah, that Neve just adds a professional touch to it or whatnot. The Audioscape is real good, but you can hear like there's a lack of, you know what I'm saying, magic with it than the Neve or the Successor. The Successor is different than these two because it's adding its own character for us. The fatness, it's color. It's got a lot of color, a little bit more warmer than the Neve for sure, and it's fatter. And then the Neve just adds like this professional touch, man. Like it feels like I am there in that studio hearing these guys record with the Neve and stuff like that. The Audioscape is not bad though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's really not. And I'm quite sure with their extra controls that they have for us, the THD. And I'm just gonna play around with that real quick. And I'm gonna turn on oversampling too. Let's do 4 times oversampling. All right, so I turned on 4 times oversampling, ran the THD at about 3, and then the width knob at about 110%. Okay, and I started to get some Neve like results. Okay, interesting. Monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei olekaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei olekaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Okay, so that's what it is. It's definitely what it is. This is adding, the Audioscape is adding a little bit of low end I can't find an adjective to use. It's kind of like it's doing something to the low end that's taken away from the high end. If you was to have a tilt EQ, it's like you have more of the low end of the tilt EQ and less of that high end. The Neve has a very great balance. It's like it's hard to say if it's too much high. If it's hard to say it what it's specializing at. It just has a great balance. And again, the successor is in a league of his own. Stuff like that. This is pretty cool though, man. Yeah. What you got there, Big Red? Let me see. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there you go. Okay, great adjective. Yeah, Neve has definitely more clarification. It's almost like you're in the studio, sitting right there next to, sitting in the same room as they're recording the music and stuff like that. That's what the Neve is bringing to it, whatnot. I ain't gonna lie to you though, man. Because I have a UAD ecosystem, I have a satellite down there. I think I'm gonna get this one right here because it just does something. I can use this on like those acoustical drum kits that I use. I find myself like not enjoying the compressors that I put on there. Like, the SSL G comp just don't go on everything. You see what I'm saying? And I find myself having to run that through, outboard gear to get get the sound that I'm looking for. I was a little bit excited about the Audioscape, but after doing some A/B comparison with the Neve and the successor, I'm like, now I almost pulled the trigger on the successor, and it's almost like having another type of compressor, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But I'm just gonna sit that Audioscape down because it's like, okay, yeah, it's not. It's like, it's alright, man. It's cool, but you know what I'm saying. I want to hear these two again. One more time, bro. I got time today. Let's go. Oh, this motherfucker done locked up on me.
Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin,
now I just put it in nuke
vaikka monet
mode.
kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa.
I just put it in nuke mode.
Että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Olis tää voinut paskemminkin mennä? Kantapään kautta mä kulutan mun kengää. Olis tää voinut paskemminkin mennä? Talven jälkeen tulee kevää.
I'm gonna match up the parameters between these two. I'm gonna put it on 4-to-1 ratio.
Kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Mä selvisin, vaikka monet kolhut aiheutti kuolemaa. Mä huomasin, että ei ookaan unta. Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä? Voiko tää olla totta, että elä vaikka tahtonutkaan eteenpäin mennä?
Okay, yeah, I'm convinced, man. Like, they both different, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you buy this one, you getting a totally different device than this one right here. They both goddamn good, man. They both worth the money too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Neve, of course, is Neve. You're gonna pay Neve dollars. And Heritage Audio, $99, and for it to sound just as close as the Neve, but have more, more oomph. That's all it is. It's more oomph. It's like, it's like this bad boy right here is Devery, what's his name? Let me find a good comparison for a second. Okay. what's his name? Devery Henry, the running back for Baltimore Ravens. It's like Henry right here. This is Henry, number 22 for Baltimore Ravens. Big boy, got the speed. Oh, he knocking your ass out when he touch you and stuff like that. But then the Neve is like Saquon Barkley. Oh, he quick too. You know what I'm saying? Clean, accurate, more clarification. He can, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Jump, do backward hurdles on tackles and everything. But they both good in their respective positions and stuff like that. Or you could say this is Jalen Hurts, and then this is Lamar Jackson. They both can run the ball option. They both can pass the deep pass. They just got different IQs and they just on different teams, but they both serve the same purpose. That's what these two compressors are. They sound really, really good, man. Huh. I got some thinking to do in the next couple of days, man. So that's what it is. I know I got my boy DJ Red laughing. Man, look, payday is this week. So we gonna see. I ain't worried about the Neve, man, because what I can do is I can let the demo, you know what I'm saying, go dead. And then what they'll do is I know I'm gonna grab this right here for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting on the holiday sale. But this one right here, it's almost like you know what Neve's gonna do, because when you slap this on anything, like that motherfucker gonna slap. You feel me? But it's something about this when you drive it, it don't sound bad. Cause I hit the nuke, and when I watched the videos, I think on yesterday, I watched some of the videos and I watched the hardware videos and the plug-in videos, and when they hit that nuke, it's like okay. But to actually hear it, you know what I'm saying, in your own space, it saturates and distorts very pleasing and stuff like that. And so it doesn't sound bad at all. It doesn't break up at all. And you can push it all kind of different ways or whatnot. And to be honest with you, I didn't even go past 4-to-1, and 4-to-1 is still giving you a nice compression, but then you're not getting as much gain reduction. You really got to drive that signal in here to get gain reduction. So it's unique. What really makes it special is this gain. Out of all these knobs and, you know, switches that we got on this particular plugin, what makes it really unique is the makeup gain. Because you know, if you crank it on the threshold and you make that gain back up, oh boy, let me tell you something. That thing sounds good, man. And then with this right here, it's like you're just basically doing your regular compression. It's just gonna sound good. So that's the difference. If in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, if you're looking to get results, this is it. If you're looking for something to sound polished, sound really good, like that's a professional record, then it's this. Because they're both doing the same purpose, have the same circuitry, have the same type of compression, but different results. This is more creative. This is more mixing. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying? You would track, you would record, you would get that creative juice out of the heritage. This is more for that clean mix. Like, this is the 2-bus. This is the mix bus. Stuff like that, for real. So they both in their own respective situations there, man. Man, fucking around, y'all, man. Y'all gonna make me broke around this mug. It seems like every week something is coming out and stuff like that. But guess what, though? That's why I'm glad they have stuff like Klarna and Afterpay and PayPal later and stuff like that. Yes, and I take full advantage of them hoes. Stuff like that, man. But nah, I really, I'm gonna have to sleep on the Heritage Audio, for real, for real. I kind of want to do it, but I don't want to do it. But you know, it's Heritage Audio, man. It's Heritage Audio, bro. Like you can't go wrong with the Heritage Audio. Neve come and Diamond does it and whatnot. And I didn't even pair this with let's say for instance, I have this what's going on here? Okay, so we got some issues going on here. So my plugins don't wanna go away. All right. So let's say for instance I was to take the drum bus and I do this in console. Okay, apparently Studio One is tripping now. Yeah, it's tripping. Yeah, it must have didn't like my decision on the plugins or whatnot. I was gonna put the in console situation on here, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, this was the end of the show anyway, or the stream. Let's see. Check reverb.com. You may find the Heritage Audio gear in your price range. I may have to do that, man. I'm still looking for that desert island because next year I kind of want to buy. I want to buy something like prized possession. Like if I was to pass away, and I got all my stuff together, I got life insurance and everything. But if I was to pass away, and all this stuff in this room was to be used by donated or my kids, saying they do something with it or whatnot, it's like, what is that one piece of gear that I would buy? Would it be a distressor, a Heritage Audio, or like a Neve clone? But I got a Neve clone in here, so an actual Neve or a 500 series rack. Like I'm trying to figure out what would be that desert island thing. I also had my eyes on the SSL quad preamps. I'm a sucker for SSL, but I had my eyes on that too. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, man, this is it for tonight, man. Man, this was good stuff, man. I kind of, got all. Yeah, this is real good. We have to do this again, man. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put that in the rotation, bro. Yeah. Well, what I'll do is I got more stems like this, saying on the hard drive. So we'll do that next week. I might have to put that on my to-do list and check those out. Because, you know, utilizing this type of sound source material, this is the best way you can really test your plugins. Because I say it again, if you do music like I do music, and a lot of times you don't really see the potential of your plugins until you start working on vocals. Program material, I'm gonna keep it all over a buck with you. You got all this stuff in here. It works. It's gonna make a alt, but you don't hear the subtleness and stuff like that. It's just something about real instruments that really you can hear on outboard and plugins and stuff like that. So I'm glad I found this site, which I'm gonna share with you all, and stuff like that, because anybody can go grab these. So it ain't no gatekeeping or why he telling the secret. Man, anybody can go get this stuff, man. I highly encourage anyone. If you want to practice your mixing, what we just did tonight with those type of stems is key, man. Like practice with that stuff, man, because who gets a chance to say they work with bands. So if you can grab stems, free stems, and mix band like type stuff, stuff that it's a 3-piece band, 4-piece band and stuff like that, man. That's how you learn mixing. So I always tell people, if you want to learn mixing, live sound, and then working with different type of stems outside of your genre, that's how you learn mixing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna drop this link in here. Oh shit, he already beat me to it. Yes, please go there, click on the link, and I'm gonna actually bring it up for you all, because it's a little tricky to get in there. And man, they got a shitload of fucking goddamn sessions in there. I downloaded like 8 of them last night that I liked, and you can preview them before you download them. So you ain't got to download them, then you get it like, man, it's some pooyah, or whatnot. No, you can actually preview them. So I'm gonna show you guys that tonight. Hopefully YouTube, and none of these songs hit Spotify or anything like that, and I'm getting flagged or whatnot. But what you do is, number one, my computer is moving. It is moving crazy slow, or I don't know what the hell going on. Let me see here. Turn off that. Yeah, something tripping. Okay. Oh, this thing doing. Yeah, my memory. Okay. There we go. All right, I had a memory block here. What you want to do is go to library search page, and then it's gonna bring up this database, and you can search this database however you want to. You can look up different type of genres, so they have everything in acoustical, jazz, country, orchestra situation. You could do electronica, dance, experimental, pop singer songwriter. That's where that song came from, pop singer songwriter. You could do alternate rock, blues, country rock, indie, funk, and reggae, which is a real cool one. The hip hop and rap and R&B, trash. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't my type of hip hop and R&B, but it'll work and stuff like that. But you got all of that stuff, man. Look, just scroll down. Just scroll down. Look at all that songs, different records. Some of this stuff is the same, by the same artist, or bands, or whatnot. But look at that database, bro. Man, look, if you want to practice mixing, get you a session with about 24 tracks, like you kind of seen what I had right there. Stems are like, they make sure that it works with any DAW, or whatnot. Look at that. Boom. And let's say, for instance, you want to check out who Kangaroo is, and they say bitches paranoid. Okay. And you hit play on full. I mean, if you want to learn to mix that, hey, raw tracks. All right. Let's scroll up and let's choose another one. Right here. All right. I don't even know. I ain't even look at the name. Pretty cool. It's some experimental type of music. Sound like it. But this column right here will tell you how many tracks. If you go up at the top, the table, it'll tell you how many tracks is in that session. The download, how many people downloaded the session. So like 2,229 people downloaded this situation right here. Now, if you can make that sound good, you a beast, man. You working with something. You know what I'm saying? This is the zip file, so it's about 2 gigs on the zip file right here, and stuff like that. So I mean, hey, you got the link in the chat and everything like that. Definitely take advantage of this right here. This will definitely help you get to where you need to get to with mixing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of this on the channel. I'm gonna go back and, you know what I'm saying, check my analytics, make sure that YouTube didn't, you know, trip out or anything like that. But on their website, it says it's free to use and stuff like that, for anyone. It's open to the public. So if you do get hit up for anything, if you're doing this on YouTube, just tell them, hey man, this is fair use. And it really is fair use because it's open to the public, and everything like that. But yeah, man, that's all we have for tonight, man. I ain't gonna play that song no more in Studio One. Matter of fact, I closed it out because I don't know what the hell he was saying. Whatnot. Oh, that's my cue. It's time to go. Or whatnot, man. But yeah, I'm gonna sleep on the Successor plugin from Heritage Audio. I really like that sound. It seemed like it'll be good for lo-fi. When it comes to urban music, it seemed like it'd be good for lo-fi. You know what I'm saying? Gospel type drums, soul type of drums and stuff like that. And other places where you can use it. If you need a fat R&B vocal, fat background vocals, you can use it for that situation. But again, you have to kind of demo and see what it is, man, and make that logical decision and that logical decision for sure, or whatnot, man. But yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Ian Shepherd. I did not know he owned that website. Okay. Recognize that name. Very prestigious name or whatnot, man. Yes, sir. All right, cool, man. So that's it for tonight, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I don't know why this camera zoomed all in my goddamn face, but let's bring that back there. All right, cool. For whatever reason, it's in my face. Whatnot. But don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you thought the channel was or this content tonight was pretty useful. And it should have been useful and everything like that. And like I said, man, sign up for the newsletter. This type of stuff that we did tonight, I normally do a write up on it, and everything like that. So I'm thinking about doing another write up or whatnot. But if you want that stuff, you want free stuff, free game, it starts right there on that QR code. Starts right there, man. So go ahead and scan that QR code and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna do another I was gonna do it tonight. I had another session loaded up for vocals or whatnot, but I may not do that in a live stream, or I may do it in a live stream. It just depends on my time on the weekends, because my kids, they in rotation now. They back in school, so they doing sports. So got one in club, one playing little league basketball. So I'm lucky to be doing this, but they do sports. So if I can get the time to mix that session, I'm gonna go ahead and mix it and everything like that. But it's just basically a beat. Matter of fact, before I get up out of here, I'm tired. We'll do another live stream this week for sure. Probably on Friday. I know I have time on Friday for sure, because she done with volleyball season, but club that hasn't started yet. So yeah, we'll be Gucci, and everything like that. But what we're gonna do is take his vocals. It's a rap session, man. Got a beat, and it's funny because when you look at the rap sessions, certain rap sessions, like when you deal with stuff like like these type sessions, and you got like all these multi tracks and you putting them together and stuff like that. It's a different feel, because when you're working with this many tracks and stuff, saying, you start having fun, you start bringing that stuff out. But with rap stuff, you look at it, it's like, okay, I got a handful of vocals and I got a 2-track, too easy. Stuff like that. So we what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically, I know how those vocals are recorded. I'm gonna go ahead and re-record them through my outboard gear, bring them back in, and then we'll mix the vocals and everything like that. So yeah, we'll do that this week, probably on Friday night, because all I'm gonna be doing is watching basketball on my little iPhone and stuff like that. So like I said, I appreciate y'all tuning in and stuff like that. Scan the QR code about me. It's gonna take you where you need to go. And of course, if you thought what you like was cool and you want to work, hey man, need my mixing services or whatnot, is there for you guys. And trust me, your stuff will be greatly appreciated. That thing over there, some stuff over there, would love your audio to go in. Stuff over there. I still got to do a video with the Mo 2 or whatnot. That's a bad piece of gear, man. As I keep working with it, DJ Big Red, I really think you just need to look into that a little bit more, man. The only downfall is that everything is operated through this thing right here, man. Everything is operated through, and I'm not sharing my screen, but if you look at my laptop screen, everything is operated through the Motu software, far as your ins and your outputs. That's the only bad thing about it. But man, let me tell you something. The sound, oh my goodness, the sound. Let me say that again. The sound. The sound is really, really good, like for real. The conversion is really good, man. Like it's giving me UAD RME type vibes. I don't know too much about analog audio, but it sounds really good, man. And stuff like that. And we got that over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, it's out the pop. But that trans Y though, man, that trans Y is good. I kind of wanted to use it tonight, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But what I'll do for you, Big Red, is that we did those plugins. Hopefully they don't come out with another plugin where I have to kind of review it. But what we'll do is on those other sessions, like what you see here in the background on my laptop screen, we'll take another session out of that database and we'll do a full analog mixing session. When I'm talking about like running vocals through here, running another vocal through there, running the synths through here, running the guitars, all guitars in mono through here, then running this through there, and then compressing over there. We'll do the whole kit and caboodle because that interface can handle all of that at one time, in and out simultaneously. That's why I bought it, because most interfaces, they can't do that. There's something in the circuitry where it'll hang up and you can't do in and out simultaneously all your inputs and outputs. And that's a 28 by 32 in and out. You know what I'm saying? And it can run everything in and out, live stream and everything. So that's why I bought it. So it can be future proof for whatever reason and stuff like that. So like I said, man, yeah. We'll do a full little situation with that, which is real cool. And stuff like that. So yeah, man. Like I said, if you guys, that's it. That's it. And that's all I got for y'all tonight, man. Or whatnot. But yeah, definitely check out the Heritage Audio. Do a download and do a free trial on it. I think you'll like it. Especially like if you're outside of hip hop and everything like that. It's definitely something to look into. Like I said, I'm gonna sleep on the successor, and everything like that to see if I'm gonna get it for sure, man. Hey man, this has been your boy Super Mario, man. We had fun. I had fun tonight, doing something different, you know what I'm saying? Besides making a beat or, mixing some R&B or hip hop or whatever the case may be, and really kind of showing range on, mixing stuff, because you don't see a lot of people, doing mixes outside of the trendy stuff anymore or whatnot. So we'll continue doing that type of stuff, and exploring more plugins that I have in the database that's out there that's for sale, man, because it's we live in a plug-in in the box mixing type of world, and of course, yeah, you can have pieces of outboard gear and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you got to recall all that stuff. And I didn't even go through the recall process, but it's all good though. But you got to recall all of that. But there's some really good plugins out there for real. Really good plugins. And new coming up plugins and stuff like that. One of them, like Soothe, for example. Oh, man, Soothe can save you. Man, Soothe is toxic. It's like, if you want to have a plugin that's toxic, Soothe is toxic, and stuff like that. But what I'm saying, it's real good to be mixing in the box. And it's a lot of plugins that are redundant, and it's a lot of them that does a really, really good job. And there's a lot of hardware that's being converted into plugins as well. And I still haven't showed you guys the damn stuff. So we got a lot of stuff to do in very small amount of time or whatnot. I wish I could live stream every day, but I can't, or whatnot. But we definitely gonna do it. It's too much content that I can do. So stick around, man. Like and subscribe to the channel. We're at 1900, and I will be doing probably a 2000 giveaway to basically everyone. So be on the lookout. I'm looking for different ideas and thinking about a couple of things, but I kind of want to do a give back for once we hit 2000. We're almost there, man. Let me check my numbers real quick, because we may be closer than what we think, because sometimes like it'll be a, let's see here, let's see, going to vidIQ. Okay, so it don't wanna. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let me see. We are at 900. So right now, if I keep doing what I'm doing, especially doing like, YouTube Shorts, and which I'm probably gonna kick that up. Like, I don't got time to be doing social media anymore, man. Like, this is all I can handle is YouTube. But by December 7th, we should reach 2,000. That's what vidIQ is suspecting and stuff like that. So that'll be just in time for Christmas. I'm gonna look into a couple of things. Try to see if I can get a license. A lot of plugins that I come across, they'll just give you a license and you just plug it in or whatnot, and you do it like that. But I may do a giveaway. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. But you know what I'm saying? It's for you to like and subscribe, especially if you made it this far and you're looking at my raggedy ass late at night and stuff like that. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all be and stuff like that, man. Enjoy your weekend. If you catch me on Friday, cool. If you catch the playback, cool, even more. But enjoy your weekend if I don't see you. And next week for sure, we'll be back here checking out some more releases. If there's any releases, hopefully they'll slow down. But I don't know. Plugin Alliance, they may come out, they may come out with something next week or whatnot. But you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people trying to, run the money up until the end of this year, man. So we'll see what's going on and stuff like that, man. Until next time, man. Yes, sir. I should be uploading the video, probably not this week, but next week, for sure. So stay tuned to that as well, man. It's been your boy, Super Mario, man. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Catch you later, man. Peace. For sure.